This episode of the We Like Shooting Show is brought to you by Facts and Firearms, Black Rhino Concealment, Polymer 80, Patriot Patch Company, and Brownells.
Welcome to the We Like Shooting Show, episode 342. Tonight we're going to talk about Stern Defense, Baofeng, 3D printed muzzle devices, Blue Alpha Gear, Operation Face Mask, and more. Our panel tonight is going to be Jerambe Posderick from River's Edge Tactical in Valley City, Ohio. We've got Nick Lynch, who's he's coming in dead. He's here. I don't know. I don't really know what's happening anymore. We got the Machine Gun Moses, Aaron Krieger coming in from Michigan. My name is Shawn Heron. Our guest tonight is going to be Kurt from Blue Alpha Gear, and let's just get into the show. Oh boy. All right. So here's the thing. Before we even get started, I got sick. Probably had the corona. I don't know.
I keep saying that.
What was I down for? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I was down for 4 full days. What do you think? Coronavirus? Nah. Flu?
Nah. Flu.
Here's my symptoms.
Because you're pretty weak, so you're you're fragile like a woman.
Fever
So
from
I just assumed that when you got sick, you were like, ah.
No, it was a pretty bad fever.
I've only ever had the flu once in my life.
I've had it like twice in my life. Well, 3 times.
I don't even get the flu vaccine, and I never get the flu. I had the swine flu once.
Dude, there's like 4 people in the town. There's no one to get the flu from.
Well, no, he had the swine flu, but not like the H1N1. He had the one that you actually get from making love to swine.
Sorry, that's a horrible way to talk about your daughter.
Where's my sound effects? I'm wearing the 1-star review shirt. I need the sound effects. I don't even know.
I'll turn that around on you.
Just like you did his daughter. Oh.
Terrible. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm better. I feel fine now. So I think everything's okay. But Nick is keeping social distancing. He is 2 seats over, but the camera doesn't reach that far. So he's good to go. Right, Nick?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we do anything else, let's get into an ad read. So tonight, first up, Black Rhino Concealment. They make holsters. They make awesome holsters. Like my everyday carry is in ACS, which is their Appendix carry system. I've got this over here. This is also an ACS with the WLS Adventure logo on it and a SSB hole on the back of it. And the reason I bring that up is because they can basically print anything that you want onto your holster.
Wait, you wanted a hole in your holster?
And sometimes things you don't want. It doesn't even say WLS's life, which is like the worst part. So I guess Gino has just given up on that.
I would assume that the hole would be the worst part. But no.
Well, no. Now you stand corrected. But yeah, all kinds of great stuff. I've got this triple mag carrier that they sent out as well. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know they made one of those.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty cool. Instead of holding them sideways, it looks like it holds them front to back. So when you grab it, you can index off the tip of the front top bullet. And yeah, I actually kind of dig it. So I'll have it on my rig pretty soon. And go check them out. BlackRhinoConcealment.com. Coupon code is WLSMofo. Saves you money every time you use it. 10%. Okay, guys. I got to tell you a little bit of a story here. All right. So November 14th, 2016, we had a guest on the show. It was the first time he'd ever been on the show. And his name was Kurt Sells. He's from Blue Alpha Gear. Still is from Blue Alpha Gear. And Kurt was subjected to a night that has kind of gone down in infamy. It's known as the legendary episode 171. And what happened in that was we were given a bottle of whiskey for my birthday, which was 10 days before. And Nick decided that we would drink the entire bottle of Buffalo Trace in one sitting.
I don't think that's how that went.
How did it go, Nick?
I think it was opened and we started drinking it, and then we kept drinking it, and then I don't think a conscious decision was made. I don't think I was like, we're going to drink this whole thing.
Okay.
But then again, I don't remember that much of it.
So Nick and we opened a bottle of whiskey, and as the show went, I was going through some personal stuff in my life, and I'm a pretty private guy, but apparently when I drink half a bottle of Buffalo Trace, things change. At some point I gave out my number, which to this day, literally just yesterday, I still get texts to my number from that episode. When I woke up the next morning, I actually didn't know what was going on. I had no idea what had happened because I lost memory about 45 minutes into the show, something like that. But I immediately went to go take it down. But I made the mistake of, before doing that, of going and checking comments and just kind of seeing what had happened and what was going on. And there were so many comments. Like, it had already kind of gained a life of its own. I was sure that Kurt Sills from Blue Alpha Gear hated our guts. And I just couldn't even take it down at that point. So I have never gone back and watched 171. I don't think that's healthy for my self-care. But it was kind of this thing, and it's like gained a thing. My FFL is 171 LLC. Like, we sold hundreds of shirts, and it's just kind of become part of the lexicon or the legend of WLS. And we thought for episode 342, which is 171 times 2, that we would have our good friend from Blue Alpha Gear back on the show, and his name is Kurt Sills. Welcome back, buddy.
I don't know. I'm not sure I should have come back, but we'll give it another try, right, guys?
It's been long enough, Kurt. I know you've had the moratorium on us, but
yeah, I know. So what are you doing right this second, Shawn?
Chugging whiskey out of a bottle.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're about to do this all over again. I knew it.
I don't think so. The real worry isn't what I'm doing right now. It's what I did an hour and a half ago. Yeah, I had ghosts in my blood, if you know what I mean. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, Kurt, hopefully we didn't do any permanent damage to you or your business after 171.
No, honestly, I'm thrilled to go down in history as being part of that very memorable moment. And I even have my own little commemorative bottle of Buffalo Trace in my office here that I keep near me, just to remind me of the good times.
That's amazing. What did you think? Like, because we didn't really know each other that well.
Yeah, I guess we probably had known each other for a couple of months. I thought it was fun, honestly. Like, I really did think I was having fun. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm having a good time. So, I mean, I've been around drunk people plenty of times before in my life. So, like it was just like, oh yeah, let's ride this out.
Off.
I know. Well, you know,
guys, I'm around drunk people all the time.
I know. Humble brag.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
And actually, you know, the unsung hero.
You guys. I am a drunk person, like, all the time.
Yeah.
I know. You know, I left an important part out, and I want to bring that up right now. The hero of episode 171 was Nick Lynch. Not only did he match me drink for drink, and I was blackout drunk, but he was coordinating keeping the show going, turning my microphone off, texting people to text me to keep me distracted from trying to talk on the microphone. And Nick, you were the hero, and I don't.
He was doing the equivalent of holding your hair back while you were throwing up.
Yeah, I
do what I can.
Yeah, it was really good, man. I wanted to give that shout out, and I'll play that music whenever we reminisce about 171 all night.
I would like to talk about 171.
Aaron, how did 171 affect you?
I was, where's my music? God,
hold on. I got this. Hold on.
I remember that evening, and as Shawn got more and more drunk, I got more and more angry at Shawn for being so drunk and irresponsible. I was so angry at the end of the night, and I didn't realize what kind of cult following we would get because of it. I made a mistake, Shawn, and I'm here to apologize.
It's okay, man. I really owe all of you an apology.
It's like a reverse intervention.
Yeah.
Right. Shawn, I wish you would drink more.
No one wishes that. Jerambe, can you tell us, do you remember anything about 171? You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Do I remember anything about it? Yeah, I remember you being an absolute and Nick trying his damnedest to control the situation, which worked about as well as one would assume. And I mean, it was pretty much a cluster, like, just through and through.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. I don't know, man. It was kind of a crazy time. Nick, I don't know if I've asked you, like, how did 171 affect you? Like, are you okay?
Well, I've been doing counseling ever since, but I think it's getting better.
That's good. What were you thinking? Like, I mean, you're a young dude. You probably don't normally have to take care of seniors that are piss their pants drunk.
I don't honestly remember what I was thinking.
Because you were as drunk as I was. You were just way more responsible.
I remember thinking I need to keep his mic unplugged.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, Kurt, that was kind of, I guess we had met a little bit, but that was really the first craziness. That was the one and only time I've ever gotten just completely faced. It was a weird time in my life. I was in an awful relationship, and that was kind of what 171 was all based around. But man, things are so much better now. I can't even get that crazy, because I would be like fun Shawn, not that tard Shawn.
I'm glad I've never been that drunk on the show.
You literally just were not too long ago.
I don't remember.
You were laying on the floor. You were laying on the floor screaming at the mic.
No, it wasn't me.
Hey, Kurt, I have a serious question for you.
Sure, Nick. Go ahead.
Has anyone ever referred to you as Yokert? And if not, why?
Great question. I don't know.
Would you be fruit on the bottom, Yokert?
Yeah, waiting to be stirred. Yeah.
Yum. I don't know. I'm slightly turned off and turned on all at the same time.
Jerambe will stir your fruit.
All right. Perfect.
Oh, man. So I'm glad that it didn't negatively affect your business, Kurt. I think that is actually awesome. Rodin is concerned about me, said, normally I would say yes. Oh, here, I'll put it up on the screen. Normally I would say yes. I wish you would drink more, but not tonight. Alcohol isn't good for your immune system, dude. You know what? You're right, Rodin. I'm going to take this bottle of whiskey and I'm going to throw it in the trash.
Okay, you know where? Just grab it out of the trash.
I will, man, when Rodin's not looking. No, I actually, because I just got sick, I just wanted to have a couple shots just to reminisce, and I'm actually fine now.
Get rid of the shakes.
Yeah, no, well.
Rodin is such a mom. He was messaging me the other day, and he's like, I saw something about Shawn being sick, and I just wanted to make sure you're not sick too. Are you doing okay? Is everything all right?
Wait, are you okay, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's why I'm not there, because I want to stay fine.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
I think that's justifiable. You guys kind of need people to be your mom.
Guys, I'm not fine. I've been homeschooling my kids for about 2 weeks now, and I'm ready to murder everything.
Yeah, but I heard that the principal slept with the teacher, and the crazy thing is you're the janitor. It's so weird.
It is an odd situation. But no, seriously, homeschooling sucks. Like, it would probably be fun if I had one kid, but 3 kids at 3 different ages and trying to figure out a schedule to teach all of them, because it all takes my time away from what I want to be doing, which is Xbox. So it's just so annoying.
It's a tough
Are there any
life.
Xbox games that you guys can learn from?
Call of Duty. Learn how to duck.
Grand Theft Auto. Learn how to pick up women of the night.
Yeah. There's a whole economy that you could learn from in Grand Theft Auto.
Dude,
economics.
Just get them each a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook and then turn them loose.
Yeah. Cooking class.
That's a good idea.
I actually do have a copy somewhere.
Yeah, just give it to them. They'll learn so much stuff.
Great idea. All right, so let's get back to Kurt. So Kurt, Blue Alpha Gear, you were actually talking before the show. When you were on the show 11/14/2016, tell us a little bit about the structure that you guys had. It was you and Jesse and one other person?
Yeah, it was me and Jesse. Jesse's my business partner. We were making belts in his garage. Honestly, it was like 1/3 or half of a garage. We had just started making belts that spring, and this was the fall when I was on that episode. And we had grown from 1 sewing machine all the way up to 2 sewing machines, and I think we had 1 part-time employee. So it was the very, very beginnings of our belt operation. And it's been kind of a wild ride ever since. So in a way, I mean, it could be all thanks to you, right?
Maybe. I mean, you never know.
So I mean, we did use. I announced our Kickstarter on that episode, and we had a very successful Kickstarter, and we raised the money we needed to raise to launch a new belt in 24 hours. And ended up going 5 times what our goal was, and then we fulfilled the Kickstarter on time. So that was kind of a highlight of my life. Most people don't fulfill Kickstarters on time, and we did.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that is super cool. I mean, I do take full credit for all your business success.
You should. You really should.
Yeah, I absolutely do.
Check is in the mail.
Okay, perfect. Did you send it to the right address? Because it's been like 4 years.
Yeah, it'll probably get there.
Okay, perfect. I'll keep waiting. So yeah, man, things have grown a ton. Why don't you tell us about Blue Alpha Gear now? Like a lot of our really like dedicated cult members, like they know, but like tell everyone who may not be aware.
Yeah. So we've moved a lot. That's one of the themes is a lot of moving due to a lot of growth. So we moved from the garage like 2 months later. We moved in January of 2017 to a really small shop, but we were excited because it had like rooms, it had 2 rooms and doors and walls. We were like, man, this is amazing. We can separate things here. And we only lasted there for 1 year until we had to move into a shop that was twice the size of that one. And then we lasted for 11 months in that shop before we needed to add additional units in the same building. And we added another unit in fall of 2018. And then in January of 2019, we added a third unit. So at that point, we were up to 5,000 square feet. And then just 2.5 weeks ago, we moved into the building I'm in right now, which is 12,000 square feet. So from a few square foot garage to a 12,000 square foot building, we have somewhere around 35 employees right now. And Jesse and I were able to quit our day jobs at the beginning of 2018. I'm sorry, beginning of 2019. We quit our day jobs, so we're just over a year of doing this full time, and life is good. Well, life's weird right now. But it's weird for everyone. But the business is doing really well. We have awesome customers and really supportive people like you guys to help us grow. And we're constantly growing out of our shoes and chasing down more production capacity and trying to make all of the belts to fulfill all the orders we're getting. And it's just wild. Jesse and I never foresaw this happening. We were just like, hey, if we make some belts like in our free time, we could, buy some guns. Finally, like maybe we could buy some guns and our wives wouldn't be mad at us, or we could, have a little hobby money and
something.
The business grew so fast that we were like super poor because of it for a while, because there was no leftover money anywhere. So we didn't actually start buying guns until like last year.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah. So I actually spent some time last year, I guess, at the Blue Alpha Gear, the last place that you were in, not the new place. Did a medical class there, had fun. Mm-hmm. That was a freaking blast. And you guys had taken over like part of an industrial like area, and you had like a bunch of like separate
we had 3 units. Each unit had its own flight of stairs in it. It was an old cotton mill, and it was very inefficient. It was great if you want to get your steps in and burn some calories, but a very inefficient place to do business. So we were renting those 3 places. The place we're in now, this building, it's a big metal building. Everything is laid out efficiently. We actually bought this building, and then we spent 4 months remodeling it, putting up walls, putting in air conditioning, making it a really nice place for our employees to work with a really efficient layout and production flow. So we're super excited to be here. And it's just really cool to finally be in a place that I think we can call home.
That's awesome. I mean, I hope so. Jeez.
I know.
You guys,
I think we've moved 6 times in 4 years or something like that.
Yeah. So. You guys move more than a college student.
Yeah. Yep.
It's pretty crazy. All the comments. Kurt made my unicorn hat on a live stream. I wear part of Kurt every day. Problem with Kurt's belts, they don't wear out or get old. I already have 3, says Rodin. Kurt keeps my pants tight, but I think that's different.
I'm in a lot of pants. Definitely in a lot of pants.
In mine right now, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silly
in my own pants too.
Even better. Yeah. So I actually do wear the double belt rig. I wear the, what is it with the underbelt, the minimal belt?
Yeah, the low pro inner EDC belt.
Yeah, that's my everyday, which is kind of nice because whenever we go to the range, I've got mine just set up in the other room. I just grab it off the shelf and throw it on. It's got all my pouches and everything, and literally just Velcros to the top of that one. So that's one of my favorite things that you guys make. What are your most popular products these days?
So the hybrid EDC belt, which is actually we launched via Kickstarter. That was the Kickstarter belt on your episode, and that's still our most popular EDC belt. We were able to be pretty innovative with that belt, and it's still extremely popular. in the past year or two, the double belt rigs that you mentioned, like the inner outer belt systems we sell, those have grown dramatically for us and are making a pretty large percentage of what our production is. So the Molly double belt rig, the one with the Molly loops on the outside, is extremely popular as well. And those are kind of the two leading things. So you're not cool unless you got a hybrid EDC belt and a Molly double belt rig as well. So
right. Oh man, it is crazy because like we have definitely become friends over the years for sure. And it's like, what do people not know? Like, cause we're all like so close all the time that we kind of know everything that's going on with everybody. I'm just trying to think, like, you've done so many different things. But yeah, I'm glad the double belt rig is popular because it's one of my favorite things. In fact, someone was just asking me the other day, like, what do you recommend? Oh, it was Modern Arms Jason. He was just asking the other day, he's like, you know, I kind of need a rig and like, what do you recommend? And I was like, look, here's one that costs like $800 and I hate it. The one that I actually love and that I use constantly is this double belt rig from Blue Alpha Gear. You basically put whatever mags, pouches and holsters and whatever on it. And then you just take it off and set it aside and it just sits there. And then I wear this one every single day. Production has increased a ton. You've got way more people, working for you.
We've vertically integrated our supply chain as well, where we're getting a lot of our materials direct from manufacturer, and they're custom tailored webbing that's designed specifically for us. That's made in Alabama, only a couple hours from us here in Georgia. And, all that stuff's it's been an awesome part of growing, is being able to control all of that stuff. And because we have control over our supply chain and we have control over our own production, all of it's done in-house, we are able to actually have really affordable prices as well. So that's one of the benefits. There's a lot of belt companies out there that all their belts are made by like a third-party sewing company that's all they do, is they just sew for other businesses. And we're able to have better prices than them because we do everything in-house, and I think better product and better customer service because of it too. So that's a serious point of pride for us, is being able to make all of our stuff ourselves.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. One of the things that I thought was really cool when I was there was your work culture, like the people that work there. I got to spend a lot of time there. I got to kind of be around your employees a lot.
Yep,
and
until we finally politely asked you to leave.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they called the sheriff, but I don't want to understate that. But the cool thing was, it's like, dude, it didn't matter what time of the day it was. There was someone there working, like, and they were like, they weren't there because they had to be there. They were there because they wanted to be there. And that's crazy to see somebody there at 1 a.m. that's there because, you know what? I was just kind of bored. I wanted to come in and work. Like, I'm not trying to give away company secrets, but I just thought that the culture was pretty awesome and everyone seems so happy to have their jobs and to be doing their jobs.
Yep. Yeah. We try to take really good care of our employees and have a low drama environment. We offer them a lot of flexibility in when they work, and it allows, like, offering flexibility allows us to get really, really high quality employees doing jobs that, you know, typically would be something they'd be capable of doing much more than this, but because we offer them flexibility, they get to, you know, like a lot of them are stay-at-home moms, and they can drop their kids off at school and come work for us, and then go back and pick their kids up from school, where a lot of businesses won't offer that flexibility to them. So
yeah, it was Thomas says, where else can you buy a belt where the owner buys you a burrito?
Yeah, we did buy him a burrito. Yep. He helped us move, though. So, Thomas, thank you again. He has helped us move twice. I'm not sure why he came back the second time after we abused him so much the first time. But I will say, I have to say this. So we've had two huge moves, the two most recent moves. Obviously, the one we just did a few weeks ago was crazy big. And when I asked for people to come volunteer just to help us move, I think 3/4 of the people that helped us move were all We Like Shooting fans. So they were We Like Shooting cult people that, like, were super generous, drove from out of state, a lot of them, or hours, to come do heavy labor and get, you know, bossed around for the day. And it's just so crazy. Like, how cool is that?
But how many of them tried to touch your butt?
Most
None of them had to try.
Yeah, it was stated up front that it was welcomed.
Yeah. So thank you to all of you cult members who were generous enough to help us move. You guys are pretty awesome, and we appreciate it.
No, that is pretty freaking awesome. So, we talked to you a lot, and I think Jesse may not just get the publicity that he deserves sometimes. Like, Jesse's an awesome dude. Like, having spent so much time with you guys now, and Jesse and Kurt are Blue Alpha Gear, and it's so awesome. Jesse's right over there right now. Look at
there
him.
he is. Jesse, say hi to the people.
He's a damn national treasure.
No, he's got noise canceling headphones, so we can make fun of him. I think he's actually watching the show, so he's going to see the delay that he's on camera, and he's going to look over at me any second now,
like 60 seconds or something like that. How has it been to work with? Because I mean, you guys were friends, you were coworkers before this.
There it is. He just looked at
me. You were friends, you were coworkers. How has it been to like build a business that's doing really well?
I'm sorry, you gotta say that again.
I don't even really know what I was saying. No, I was because like Aaron and I, we've been friends for a very long time. Did this kind of after
like
the friendship.
17 years, man.
Yeah, built this kind of halfway through the friendship. Mm-hmm. And how has it been? Like, Mythbusters, they were very famous for kind of hating each other, but working well together.
So, Jesse and I are very fortunate that we're like wildly agreeable with each other. It's like almost weird how like one of us will have an idea and the other one will be like, yeah, I agree. Let's do that. So, it's not very difficult for us. It's, been actually really easy for us to kind of like go through all this. And, we have a little bit of like, we both have our roles. Jesse's job is he's kind of the production guy. He's the guy who knows how to sew. He's the guy who handles ordering materials and dealing with the business. And basically, like, if it's important, Jesse's really good at it. I'm the clown. I'm the guy who runs social media and does customer service and marketing, even though we don't really do much marketing right now. But yeah, that's kind of my job. And then, we just assist each other, and we work pretty good together and work good as a team.
That's like Shawn and I, except everything you just described was Shawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just kind of hanging on.
And it'd be like if you were borderline and an top of it.
Yeah. Right.
And didn't know when to stop.
Yeah. Then I'd be Aaron.
Right. There you go. Yeah. Win-win.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
Diabetes.
I don't have diabetes.
Not yet.
You sucker.
Whoa.
Well, we know the truth.
This is a family show. It's
instant family.
Yeah. I was going to say that joke.
What, House of 1,000 Corpses?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre family. The Voorhees family. Anyway, I guess it's over now.
Family.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. I actually love that. So you guys, am I allowed to talk about these?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I think it's public knowledge. So you guys actually, you guys make our hats.
Yeah.
All the awesome hats that are out there. So belts. And then suddenly you were like, oh, you know what? We should embroider hats.
So we have a theme. We keep doing this. I'm not sure if it's actually a good idea or not, but we try to make our own stuff whenever we can. So we can't make hats. That's not practical to do, but we can embroider them in-house. So we bought embroidery machines and learned how to embroider. Jesse will tell you that is a terrible, terrible decision. And he struggled with that for a while because embroidery machines, especially on hats, is quite difficult to learn just from like watching YouTube videos on old equipment that was used. But yeah, we learned how to do it, and we now embroider our own hats in-house, and we embroider hats for our friends, including We Like Shooting. And in the same idea as that, we just bought our own T-shirt printing setup. So now we're printing we're about to start printing T-shirts in-house. We're sort of dabbling in it right now. But we'll have a full T-shirt shop, direct-to-garment T-shirt shop set up in here.
When are you guys going to start making patches?
Probably not anytime soon.
Because then you'll just cover all the markets.
Yeah, no, yeah, we prefer to just keep it shirts and hats for now. We've made enough bad decisions.
And
Time consuming for sure. Jeez, man.
Yeah.
When are you going to do embroidered pants with like dragons and stuff on them?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Good
on
question.
the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick, that's a great idea. Let me write that down. Okay. All right. I wrote that down. Thanks.
Are you going to write it down next to my belt buckle?
Yeah. I have that. I do have that. That's another back burner project.
I was like, I wonder if that went missing in the move.
No, I actually have it in my drawer. I kept that because it's actually a really cool belt buckle. I don't want to lose it.
It's so cool.
But I also don't want to make you anything. So I'm just going to roll on to it.
That's fair.
It's mine now.
Can you make me a jacket out of the same material you make those belts out of?
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, can you imagine how strong it would be, though? Like, I could use it to hang off cliffs.
I'm going to make you a tube top that's just one layer thick and just enough to cover your nips.
Okay. And will give me a little lift?
I think he's just describing a belt.
So,
basically. Yes.
When is Jesse going to hurry up and have multicam black already?
Oh, I know, right? So
it's taking forever.
I know. So yeah, multicam black. That multicam's that's fun. We have a lot of people who want it, and because we get all of our webbing custom made for us, and there's licensing issues, it's complicated, but it's something we're working on.
But it's like, is he even like doing anything? Like, what does he do all day?
Let's see, he's just drinking out of a cup right now. I think that's what he does all day.
I'm literally only saying that because I know he's going to hear it in a few seconds.
I know he will.
Okay, I mean that's an important question, Nick. But more importantly, what about God's plaid?
Yeah, that is possible. We've had that discussion. So again,
yelling in the background.
Yeah. So when you buy custom runs of things, you have to buy like 20,000 yards of it. So you got to be pretty committed to whatever you're doing. So there's a lot of logistics and supply chain stuff. We're working on it, and none of it happens fast, especially right now. Basically, nothing happens right now.
Yeah.
How's that impacting your business?
Sales are like crazy right now. They're crazy.
No issues with shipping or anything?
No. We actually we spent a lot of time trying to figure out all the stuff we need, and we bought extra of everything just in case there were supply chain issues upcoming. So I think we're going to be okay. Our main problem is that just like, because there's kind of a lot of gun buying, there's also a lot of gun accessory buying. So we saw a huge jump last week. We were already like maxed out on production, and then we saw a huge jump last week on top of that. So it's going to be interesting. And then we started a new project on top of that.
Do tell.
Yeah, please tell us. Wait a minute.
So just today we launched Operation Face Mask. And so this is a project we are doing with Dustin from Coltac, and it is we are making our own cotton reusable face masks in-house that are going to be used basically when first responders and medical professionals run out of the stuff they're supposed to be using. The CDC allows for use of basically a backup emergency mask. And so these are made from 2 layers of cotton with elastic. They're simple, but they are better than nothing. And there are a lot of medical professionals that are dealing with nothing or about to be dealing with nothing. So we are spooling up. We are spooling up production, and we are going to try to make as many of them as we can, as quickly as we can, on top of all of the other stuff that we need to do. But we feel obligated to try and help out since we have sewing machines and we are, we have our own production. We can be a little flexible. So we're spooling up for that. We went shopping at Joann's today and got a lot of fabric, so we're getting ready.
Can you add hook and loop in there so I can put patches on front of it?
Yeah, sure. It might make breathing difficult, and
who
it
needs breathing?
Make you look like a but
can it be any worse than this?
No, not really. So Operation Face Mask, it's out there on GoFundMe. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Another GoFundMe on
I know, right?
Episode 171 times 2.
Yeah. So, the first one was a Kickstarter. This one's which we actually needed because we were poor.
Details.
This GoFundMe is, so all these masks, we're going to use the funding from the GoFundMe and then probably a lot of our own money as well. The GoFundMe will just allow us to make more. And our goal is to cover our costs and cover shipping. And we're working with local authorities. I talked to our local state representative, and our senator and the sheriff are all involved in this now as of today. And they know where the needs are, so we're going to start making some stuff for the local guys, and then we're going to be able to spread out across the country on top of that. So we're excited. So yeah, if people would like to support, they can go to if you go to GoFundMe and probably search for Operation Face Mask. But even easier is just go to our website, bluealphagear.com. There's a banner at the very top. And if you click on that, there's a link to go to the GoFundMe. We would appreciate donations. We are going to use all the money to make face masks. And if for some reason the need for emergency face masks dries up, we're going to just take the leftover money and donate it to an appropriate cause for first responders and medical care people. So they're very busy right now. I shouldn't complain about how busy I am compared to what they're probably going through right now. And I know a lot of them are having to reuse masks, and they're doing some stuff that is not their favorite. So hopefully this will make it better for them. And hopefully this will help slow or stop the spread, at least in a little small way. So that's our goal.
So last week on the show, we were talking about overalls and how cool they are. Mm-hmm. Can you make me a set of overalls with a mask attached to it? So I have the pockets in front. I mean, it's all it's
so
washable, right?
I'm writing that idea down right next to Nick's awesome idea. Okay, cool. I got it.
Perfect. Jackie Billings from guns.com said, much respect, Curtain Crew, for the mask initiative. James Allen,
Jackie.
Great job on the mask, guys. Hi, Jackie. What's the ETA, says Rod?
On masks, we're hoping to start giving masks to local first responders probably on Thursday.
Okay,
so
nice.
It's happening fast.
That's epic.
Like I said, here's a sample we made today from fabric from Joann's and some elastic we ordered, and we are going to ramp this up, and our goal is to try and make hundreds per day. And because they're reusable and a lot of these facilities have the ability to sterilize stuff, a little could go a long ways.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's awesome, man. And not only that, but it keeps you guys working. It's doing good. It's keeping Americans working, like all fantastic things. Dennis M says, hi, Aaron.
Hi, Dennis.
But yeah, I think it's really good. Now, I would like to bring up something that's probably not going to be easy to talk about, but there's a 3-man team that are fundraising for this. It's Dustin Coleman from Coltac, Kurt Sills, Jesse Free.
Yep.
And Kurt, you're kind of killing them all.
I cheated because it was my link that I used to post on our social media. So.
Okay, I was going to bring that up, and that was where I was.
It's not a contest, though, guys.
Like, if it was, you'd win.
I'm just better than everyone else, but that doesn't matter.
No, that's awesome. All right. Yeah. So search for Operation Face Mask at GoFundMe, and it'll come right up. I did it. I tested it. So it just launched today, a little bit over $3,000 right now as the recording of this Monday night, 3/23 at 8:14 p.m. Mountain Time. And I definitely think this will catch, because I've been watching just to keep track of it. Like, let's honestly talk about it. Like, I saw Jackie Billings donated, Flatline Fiber Company donated. We got the dude.
So Chad at Flatlines also, I think, going to be making some masks as well. So it's funny, like, he was making masks on his own. Jesse and I were ordering materials to make masks, and Dustin at Coltac was making masks as well, all separate from each other, not realizing that the other person was doing it. And we're all like sewing industry buddies. So, it was a good opportunity for us to team up. But,
charity.
I've been making masks out of toilet paper. Is that a bad thing?
No.
You're still alive, right?
Right. Well, I haven't left the house in like a week.
Yeah.
You're an ass face.
Never leave the house.
Let's see. I was just going to give out some other gun industry people. Skinny Medic donated. The Gun Collective donated. I see lots of cult members' names in here. Rebecca Schmoy from Million Moms Against Gun Control and To the Republic podcast and all kinds of, like, DC Project, all kinds of stuff. Some dude made a pretty big donation, Philip. Congrats on that. Thanks for
You know who that is? That is my local representative. So.
Oh yeah, no, he flexed on all of us. I was like, you little.
Yeah. So he's donating 1,000. So Philip Singleton is my local representative, and Senator Matt Brass is my local senator. He's going to be donating.
He got that from his super PAC.
Yeah, and my county sheriff, Sheriff Len Wood, is going to be donating 500, and that's to cover the costs for our county's first responders, so law enforcement, EMS, stuff like that, the fire guys. So
I'm sure they have like a bunch of money in their impound area. They could just start passing that out.
But we appreciate
the money they stole from people with no trial or nothing.
Did you hear what Kurt said? He said, we appreciate their support very much. Shut up, or they're not going to let them do business.
It's not. If any government person gave you money, they didn't give you their money. They gave you our money.
I don't think these guys are like the same as a lot of the really rich
government
federal
government
politics.
only gets money from taxpayers.
What about Alex, who donated $20 and said Epstein didn't kill himself?
Yeah,
oh,
I mean, he's right.
No, it's cool, man. So, like, do you guys? What is your timeline to raise this? Is there like a deadline, or when do people need to do it?
I mean, it's just like here's a place for people to donate if they want to donate. We're just going to make as many masks as we can, as fast as we can, in spite of whatever is happening on the GoFundMe. But we'd love to have people support. So the support will help us, but it won't. If we don't get it, it won't stop us. That's for sure.
Yeah. So here's one thing I want to bring up is like all these people out there that every time I post a picture of me drinking Starbucks or something, they're like, oh, Starbucks doesn't support the Second Amendment. Like, shut the fuck up. First off, do you even know like how much they do for military families and veterans and things like that? It's a lot. And I'm not defending Starbucks. Like, I don't give a shit about Starbucks. It's right across the street from where I live, and it's on the way to the office. That's really all there is to it. I don't really care. But they want to about Starbucks all the time. Like, remember companies like this. Remember Coltac. Remember Blue Alpha Gear. Like, when it comes time to buy after the apocalypse ends, the flugaloo, whatever it is, like after that ends, like, remember the people that do good. Y'all want to about everyone who does even one thing that you don't like, but no one really tries to work on remembering the people who are doing the good things. Like, of course, we all hate cheaper than dirt. Like that's too easy. But why don't we spend a little bit of effort on remembering the people that are doing good things, not just for their companies, their employees, but for the community at large as well. I think it's super important. So maybe just focus a little bit on the positive. We can still be negative about Starbucks. Like, I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all. But
anybody who's trying to kick off a civil war right now, you're in my book.
Is that the good book or the bad book?
It's a good book.
Okay. The Anarchist Cookbook, that book.
That book. Someone said that was written by a hack, that it's basically all wrong, and he basically was missing half a hand or something.
No.
Like an anarchist would say.
Yeah, right. No, Nick was talking about the guy who wrote a reloading book, but he had claws for hands because he blew his hands off.
No, the Anarchist Cookbook was something too. I saw. I don't remember.
Which iteration? There's like seven iterations of it.
I don't even remember. Hey, we're talking to Kurt Sills from Blue Alpha Gear. We're going to take a quick break and hear from our friends at Polymer 80. We got a message the other day that was like, hey, I've been listening to the show for about a month. And, well, apparently your advertising works because I just went into a gun store and they had the buy, build, shoot kit, and I bought it. And he said it was easy and he loves it way more than his other firearms that he had previously that are, I don't know, they rhyme with rock. But, yeah, I thought that was actually pretty cool. That buy, build, shoot, what is it called? Kit, set, whatever it happens to be, is pretty awesome. Aaron, do you have one?
I had one. I built it. It was great, man. It was super easy and all the parts were there. So it was perfect.
Yeah, that was the thing, right? Like, it was literally like everything's in the box, including a magazine.
Yeah, and it's like I don't have to go online and figure out every single little part that's in a Glock. It's right there, and it was easy to do. It's perfect.
It's not a Glock. It's just like it's compatible with Glock magazines.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So go check them out, polymer80.com, and you can use coupon code WLS is life, and that will save you 15% off. Not 10%, not 11%, but 15% off every single order. And go support great companies like Polymer 80. A bunch of awesome other dudes. Jeremy, he was telling me the other day, he's like, I've had Jeremy on order for like a month and a half, and it's not coming in, and I'm going insane.
Month and a half. It's been like 4 months.
Yeah, but I've been telling him, don't worry about it. Just let Jerambe complain for a while. It'll be fun. And he finally just quit listening to me.
Dude.
What?
Yeah, and you keep going, no, don't order it. Don't order it.
Dude, it's on order. I don't know what to tell you.
It's the only thing I got left on the shelf, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
In the world of the Boogaloo, the man with 10 millimeter reigns supreme.
Dude, no doubt. PolymerAD.com. We're back with Kurt Sills from Blue Alpha Gear. So, Kurt, what else is new, man? Do you have time to actually sleep or enjoy life? Or
Yeah, just enough to see the wife and kids and, keep them from hating me. We are.
Oh, you're lucky.
I know. So, yeah, I mean, we right now, we're supposed to be getting into the phase of our year where we actually do have time because we finally got all the construction done. We finally moved into this new building. We're setting up equipment, and it's like supposed to be smooth sailing from here. And then this stupid disease comes along and ruins everyone's lives. So, I mean, it's going to be a weird year for us, but yeah, we're low on time. Things are busy.
It's crazy, man. That's awesome. I mean, you're on the show right now at almost 10:30 at night, but Jesse's over there. I mean, he's watching the show. But
I know Jesse's doing R&D on face masks.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy times, man. There is a WLS Blue Alpha Gear code, right?
There is.
What is it? I forget.
It is something that you'll have to probably be in the gun cult to know.
Ah, that's what it is. That's right. And if you look at the bottom, theguncult.com, there's a code for cult members. They can save money. Is it 10%?
It is 10%.
All right. There you go, guys. So go join the gun cult and get savings on Blue Alpha Gear belts as well. Anything else new, interesting, fun?
I wish I had, there's products we're working on. There's all kinds of fun stuff, but I can't talk about any of it because everything's getting indefinitely delayed right now while we scramble to do other things that we're deeming more important right now. So, unfortunately, Operation Face Mask and keeping up with orders is what is going to be our main focus for the time being.
Nice. Even though Nick is on the show, literally sitting right here, he's messaging you on YouTube. Blue Alpha Gear, what about Multicam Black?
Yeah, all right. Nick, I'm writing it down next to your other idea. Okay, cool. Got it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Can you read me back my idea that I had earlier? Let's see how well you wrote it down.
Yeah, something about overalls with no shirt underneath, and I think that's what I got.
Okay, that's close.
That's basically close, but a mask that pops out of the drawer.
Yeah.
Wait, so you guys are making overalls?
Jeez.
I can't wait.
That's the blue part of the blue alpha. It's actually blue.
You know what I was hoping you'd make is shoulder strap pads for my kit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more comfy. I need some of that.
Could you write that down, please?
Yeah.
Do
that. I need those immediately.
I'll send you some bubble wrap.
Whoa. Okay, Dennis.
That's a great idea, actually.
Okay,
you
first
start running and you're pop, pop,
not for stealth.
Exactly.
All right, Dennis. I know who you are. First of all, he says, "Do we get to go with the SSB with a donation to the gun cult?" I'm not saying no, but I'm also not saying yes. You'll have to find out. Theguncult.com.
Yeah, Dennis. Hi.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. So yeah, bluealphagear.com and check out, keep an eye out for their subsidiary, BAB, Blue Alpha Bib, overalls.com.
Yeah, it's coming.
I think Rodin had a great idea, though, that we just don't see. We just no quality ones made in the U.S.
Camo tracksuit.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, get some stencils and just rattle can that.
It might be uncomfortable and stiff.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for that.
I have a one-off that Kurt and the gang and Koltak even made for me. It is a bandolier for my Chewbacca outfit.
That's
I actually
right.
have worn it to the range a couple times recently.
Yeah.
It is.
I forgot about that.
It is
That must be
amazing.
nice. Yeah, it sounds great.
It's wonderful. Custom
Sorry,
made.
Aaron, your idea is too normal. I need something super ridiculous. Apparently,
No, you know what? I'm done talking about this whole thing.
Actually, talk for a second. I'm gonna go get it.
I mean, because like obviously someone's already making a camo yarmulke. So I mean, but an embroidered camo yarmulke would be good. But we like shooting on the very top of it. That's it. That's
like shooting is next to godliness.
that, and it's all of this kosher people need to be keep our heads covered for some reason. I'm not sure.
Well, you're doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
You actually have that on hand, which is crazy.
Oh no, it's a well used prop in the office.
Yeah, you're ready for the boogaloo right there in the office.
It's loaded with Liberty ammunition, silver tip. And it works really well. It's got a dump pouch so I can put my empty mags. Just got a couple mags right up here. Yank them right out. Bada bing, bada boom. When do you guys launch these full production?
Probably when we get to a galaxy far, far away.
Okay, perfect. This thing's so great. So what I do is I hook the dump pouch to my the outer layer of my
Belt.
My belt. Yeah, sorry, I'm catching everything here.
I'm here for you, man.
And then it just kind of stays just like this. It's perfect.
Just like me.
Well, a
I
little
need
bit.
a pouch.
You do need a what? Whoa.
Yeah, you could use a plastic bag, sir,
But Nick,
Like
and then bury it when you're done.
Nick means
kind of like
colostomy.
horses have, where it just like rides behind them.
Yeah, I think you mean a colostomy bag.
No, that's where it actually taps directly into your colon.
Oh, Kurt, camouflage colostomy bags.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Writing it down.
Perfect.
There it is.
There's a test at the end. Kurt, where can everyone find Blue Alpha gear and the Operation Face Mask?
So bluealphagear.com, and there is a link to Operation Face Mask at bluealphagear.com. There's a banner across the top. Please donate a few bucks if you can. We would appreciate it. It's going to get put 100% of it's going to get put towards making masks for people who need them. So
Awesome. And if you can't donate, share it. Share it. Maybe some of your friends or family can.
Share it on Facebook, please, or wherever. Please do.
Wherever fine links are shared.
Yes.
Let's see. Nick C says, speaking of awesome ideas, did anyone mention Kurt and the dollar bill suit and High Point from 171? I mean, it's legendary.
Yeah, I don't think I think I was on a year after that. That might have been when I don't know. I did have a dollar bill High Point. I do have a dollar bill High Point, $100 bill High Point, and I did have a matching $100 bill jumpsuit to go with it.
Did you say had?
I had.
What?
I passed that along to someone who could make better use of it for something ridiculous. So
Okay. All right. But I mean, that's got to be a very small list of people that are built like a giraffe. Like very, very tall, very skinny.
Yeah. So it's gone to a better home. So
All right. Well, I can't wait to see what happens. I'm very confused now. That's awesome. You're going to stick around, right?
yeah, of course.
Okay. In a
I
second.
got better things to do.
I mean, nah. It is Monday night, super late. Doesn't matter.
Right.
All right. It is time for Gear Chat. FaxonFirearms.com. They got a lot of things going. They're still operating during the flugaloo. This right here is a Faxon Firearms Patriot. It's a FX19 Patriot. It is that pistol. This one has the X-Tech Tactical proximity light on it. It's cool. It's also, I forgot about this one. It has the guide rod light. Oh, God. How do I do it? Oh, God. The guide rod light doesn't work anymore. Oh, boy.
For the show.
I thought it was.
It's just so dim you can't see it.
Okay, it doesn't work anymore, but the X-Tech seems to work just fine. Anyway, this is the FX19 Patriot pistol. We've also got the Hellfire. They are awesome. There's also the M&P slides for the Patriot and the Hellfire. They've also got their two lines, the first line and the Summit line, which are basically AR-15s. They've got like the very kind of base model line just for first-time AR-15 buyers who don't really want to put something together. They just want to have their very own AR-15 for the first time. And then Summit is kind of for, I don't know, like someone who's like, oh yeah, I'm into ARs, but I don't want something entry level. I want something with a lot of bells and whistles and things like that. And they've got both of them and they're really, really well priced. So if you need a barrel, handguard for pistols, rifles, slides, full firearms, whatever it happens to be, and they're operating, they're out there. Go check them out. FaxonFirearms.com. Coupon code is going to be WLS10, saves you 10% off all day, every day. And can't tell you how much we love Faxon. So support those companies that are kicking ass out there for all of us.
Sold so many of them.
Have you really? People are digging them, huh?
Three of their 10.5-inch Ascent pistols came in. Gone within the hour.
Wow.
They're priced right, and they're super high quality. The one that I got, I was actually mad to sell.
I'm a big fan of Faxon stuff as well. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of want a pistol now. Now that SBA 3, SBA 4 braces are a thing, like before, I'm like, pistols are stupid when it was just the buffer tube. I'm like, that's stupid. And now I want a pistol.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I have tons of them. I have one SBR, but everything else is pistols. I'm like, the SBA 3, like it. Nothing.
I'm half tempted to take my SBR off the registry.
I mean, yeah.
Just when you do, the ATF's going to change their mind.
Right. That is true. And right now, my SBR is riding with me everywhere in a backpack.
Well, that's the other thing. A pistol I can have in my truck. My SBR I can't.
I can have it in my truck. I just can't have it loaded.
Oh, I can have it loaded.
Yeah, my pistol I can keep loaded.
No, I can keep my pistol, except that's going to be a really awkward conversation that you're going to have to eventually prove in court.
It's a pistol, though.
Yeah.
You know, it just happens to be a long pistol.
No, we know it's a pistol. Is yours a pistol? How long is that barrel?
10.5 inches.
Oh, okay.
Why
Yeah,
would it not be a pistol? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, barrel length doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
It does not have a stock. It cannot be a rifle.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you about my pistol that I got going on right here. Oops. All right. So the first thing I wanted to talk about tonight was 45 ACP. Steve and I, when we were filming, like we posted a picture of a 1911 that got like hundreds of thousands of views and stuff like that. And we were like, holy man, the boomers are into it right now. And so we were like, what if we built a 45 ACP machine gun? So I reached out to Stern Defense because they make conversion kits, and I don't really want a machine gun like a 9mm or a 45 or anything like that. I just want to machine gun an actual 5.56 lower. So I have them available, but there's a lot of options for us these days. So Stern Defense sells this 45 ACP conversion kit, which is basically the bolt carrier group. They also have a heavier buffer because 45 ACP requires an 11-ounce buffer, which I think is kind of interesting. And then the mag ad, which is we actually reviewed one of these for a 9mm, and we thought it was pretty awesome. And just kind of got all this little package together. Right now, it's actually not a machine gun. I've got the Digi-Trigger lower on it right now, but it will be a machine gun very soon. And I got to say, I've been pretty stoked with it so far. Nickel boron bolt carrier group. This one has a 6-inch barrel and a super short handguard because I told her we were going to be testing a lot of cans. But they also sent the longer handguard, so if I have a can that will fit under the diameter of the handguard, I can actually run it like that. So it's going to be pretty dang cool. This is functional. The mag ad for the 45 ACP is functional with Smith & Wesson M&P 45 auto magazines. This is a 14-round magazine that I got from Gun Mag Warehouse. They're about $39.99. And the reason is the Glock mags are actually too thick to fit in an AR-15 mag well once you have the adapter in there. So the M&P mags are what works. I literally just opened these today, so I haven't even taken off the spacer that's on the magazine, so it looks a little bit weird. But I think this gun is going to be kind of cool. What do you guys think about a 45 ACP pistol caliber carbine, Kurt?
Calm down, old man.
Yeah. 10-4 dinosaur.
No, I mean it's as a tool for trolling. I'm always on board for some trolling, but it's probably not something I would have.
I'm so excited about it. I don't know why it is. I'm just like, well, first of all, I have a ton of 45 ACP because I don't really shoot it, so I just have tons of it. But Aaron, what do you think?
Who doesn't want a ump?
Dude, right? That's what I'm thinking. Does anyone?
How do you not want a UMP?
It's a direct blowback 45. Like
I don't think I want it.
Cooler stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great round in that platform.
It's better stuff than a Tommy gun, and I still want one.
Yeah, it's like the boomer gun,
dude. It is. It's when I post it, I'm gonna like call it OK Boomer, Because it's 45 ACP. And I mean, what is it? 45 ACP, like 900 feet a second, something like that. What do you think the cyclic rate is going to be on this when I machine gun it?
2 rounds a minute. Got to keep up with your old man arthritis.
Well, yeah, but it's not that long of a stroke.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I mean? It's going to be pretty quick.
To be fair, though, don't forget it has an 11-ounce buffer in it.
Yeah, I mean, but it does not have to move that far.
Yeah, pretty soon, guys, when the flu glue kicks off, I'm going to be saying 3 world wars.
I bet you it's like it's going to cycle faster than my AK.
What's your AK cyclic?
Slow as
Is it? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I do remember that.
Dude,
kinda.
a 30-round magazine's like 3 seconds. It's like, do. I'm pretty sure I could pull my finger faster on an AR, but the AK just doesn't cycle any faster.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, so this conversion kit, and like I get it, like this is going to cost a bit. Don't forget it's the entire upper bolt carrier group, and this is a nickel boron bolt carrier group, 6-inch barrel handguard, and they did send me that other handguard as well, plus the mag ad, which adapts the magazine to fit these MP45 mags. Looks like it's going to be about $713 for the entire conversion kit. And then it also comes with a muzzle device, handguard that you get to pick. And you can pick a bunch of different stuff. It doesn't look like it changes the price at all. Comes with the charging handle. I actually do dig the charging handle. And I don't know. I'm kind of happy about it. I'm like, I think a pistol caliber carbine in 45 ACP is going to be kind of fun. We'll get it out to the range this week, but pretty stoked. I think it'll be cool. Nick, what do you think? You're not into it.
It's fine. Direct blowback stuff doesn't get me super excited most of the time. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be cool.
Yeah. Jerambe, what do you think?
I love pistol caliber carbines. And because you get so much more better ballistics out of those handgun cartridges by going to rifles, and it makes them awesome. But it's always like 9mm. Like I would love to, and I'd love to have a 10mm as well. But you'd hardly ever see anything but 9mm in PCCs, and I really wish you could see more of them. Ooh, by the way, since we're talking about pistol caliber carbines,
yeah,
has anybody else seen the Ruger PC Charger?
Yes.
Is that in the show notes?
No.
We talked about it last week, though.
Did we?
We did talk about it. Probably, I think it was on.
I don't think it got released last week.
We talked about it in the news section of Double Tap.
Did we?
And I actually went on Lipsy's today, and they have it for $7.99. So, but it's too much. It's $7.99, I think. Is
that MSRP, or are you telling everyone your dealer price?
I don't remember which is which, but either or.
That sounds like MSRP, because I remember going, I'd probably sell that for $650.
You know what? I don't think I was logged in when I went in Lipsy's.
Okay, so that's MSRP.
But we're not allowed to say dealer price.
I'm like, I would sell that for $650.
Yeah, I don't know. Nick, you want that one, right?
I do think that one's cool.
Yeah,
that's direct blowback. Nick, off.
It is. However,
I'm telling you, man, this 45 ACP, the fish said it's so old you'll be saying 2 Civil Wars. It's awesome. But yeah, no, I think I'm pretty excited. It's got last round bolt hold open, everything. It's going to be fun. And
I mean, if it's a full auto gun, it'll be fun no matter what.
I even think it would be fun semi-auto, though. I'm kind of in. And 45, I have seen a couple boxes of that on the shelves, but I haven't seen any 9.
I mean, let's be honest here. Pretty much any gun is fun.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. So anyway, thank you very much, Stern Defense. We'll have this one out to the range very shortly. Can't wait to do that. Going to be a blast. Aaron, what did you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Baofeng, the UV 5XP 8-watt walkie-talkie.
Okay.
It also has UHF, VHF, FM, two-way radio scanner, transceiver. Yeah.
Does it have VHS DVD?
No, it has beta. It's an older one.
Oh.
I want a radio with laser disc.
I remember I used to go to the library and check out laser discs because I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." Okay,
break this light on this microphone is.
I know.
Jesus.
Same. Yeah. Anyhow, so I ordered 4 of them for my house just to have around in case.
Oh, you did order them?
I ordered 4 of them. Yeah.
Oh, please to God, tell me how they work because I'm really interested.
Totally, I totally will. The link I have in there is from where I bought it, which is on eBay because I couldn't find them for what I wanted on Amazon.
Funny story.
Is it the whole kit with the earpiece and everything?
Yeah.
Earpiece, charging stations, everything you're going to need. So hopefully, what I really, they look good. They it's coated. It has all this great stuff. So I will definitely tell you how well they work and how much range I get out of them, which is really the important part.
So these are the UV5XP. I just got 4 more of the UV82s in. I had 3, so now I've got 7.
Yours you have to have license for, right?
Yours are also ham radios.
Mine are. Let's see.
Nope, they're ham radios. I'm telling you with 100% surety that if you use them without a license, you could be prosecuted. I don't know if you will be.
I'm double checking here.
I mean, let's be honest. I'm going to use them without a license.
Well, that's the thing is I've got all mine. So actually, I did spend some time last week. So I reached out to our friend Glenn Tate, the author of 299 Days, and he does a survivalist radio show, and he's very into the radios and things like that. And I had him on This Week in Guns, I think, and he was talking about GMRS, which is a public band of radios. It's basically similar to ham radio, but it is a certificate that you have to hold, but you don't have to take a test. You just pay $70 and you get your I don't know why I'm drawing a blank now. GMRS.
I think that's right.
Okay, GMRS. And you get your GMRS and all that. So I've got that. They're public channels. I've written down the channels that I want to use for my family and stuff if it comes down to it. But yeah, like if the big luau happens and everything goes to hell.
I'm not a ham radio expert, but technically they are illegal to use during a state of emergency, even without a license. So if you wanted to be a stickler for the law, if it was, a state of emergency, you can, go crazy.
Yeah, never mind that we're actually fighting the government, but it is a state of emergency because the Civil War's on.
Yeah. Well, I think they have that in place for like natural disasters and stuff like that, where if there's a natural disaster, you don't have to worry about having a license.
Yeah, tyranny came to America. It's a natural disaster.
Jeremy's so contrary tonight.
And always.
Now, I'm not saying that the UV82s are fantastic. I'm just like, they were the ones that when everyone was like, the FCC's kind of cracking down on Chinese companies bringing these in, I was like, oh, well, the FCC doesn't want me to have them. Let me buy some. And then I was like, okay, these will work for what I need them for in case of Kevin Bacon's next movie. But I don't know. I don't know which is better.
Dancing?
Yeah. I don't know what's better, UV5XPs, the UV82s. Like, I really don't know. I've been messing around with them. I think that I can use mine. Haven't tried to connect to any repeaters yet, which really, really, really limits my range. But there's not really any repeaters here in Colorado Springs that I can find out. So I don't know.
We have a lot of ham radio clubs here in Michigan, which is nice. My big thing is when I read up on them is it says they're easy to program.
That is actually, so the UV82s, you have to have a programming cable and use Chirp to program them.
Right. And the UV5, you do not need the programming. You don't need a computer to program them.
That's definitely handy. It's a bonus. They were also almost double what the cost of what I paid for mine.
Oh, they cost twice as much on my link?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 of them, though. Do you got 2 for that price?
Twice. They're like, that's like $20 though. Like, that's still not.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. No, that's cheaper actually.
Expensive.
Yeah,
Back when I bought mine.
So yeah, they were like 30. What's it say? 33, 35 on the.
Like that.
So that's a set of 2, which I bought. So I bought 2 sets.
Yeah,
so that's pretty good for the whole fucking kit.
Yeah.
So I have. Let's see. Dead Bunny Society's bringing up a very good point that I just wanted to say that. When you use these as ham radios, like you literally can be tracked down with it. They absolutely can find you. He said if you don't transmit, they can't track you.
Right. They'll need, but they can track you, but they have to triangulate you.
Yeah,
So
there has to be multiple people involved to triangulate, and also like if you're not transmitting, you're not doing anything illegal. You can listen all day long, and there's nothing illegal about that. So if you don't have a license, you can listen and do everything, and then it's only pushing the button down that's the problem when you don't have a license.
Yeah. Which I did literally day one when I got them because I was stupid. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go drive down the road and we're going to test these. Tell me when you can't hear me anymore.
Trying to just hold the button down the whole way.
Yeah. I did. So my range,
if you're moving, though, they can't triangulate you.
right. My range is 400 yards. And then I realized it was illegal and I felt bad.
A little bad.
Aaron, on your link, it says 171 sold.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah. They knew.
They did. Oh, 171. Nice.
Yeah. So it is crazy. Like I actually had somebody reach out and they were like, can I buy some of your radios? No, no, sorry. It's not that I don't like you. It's not that I don't love you, but no, not a chance. These are for us. I'm sorry that you didn't prepare well. But I actually need all the ones that I have.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting
it's like the most communist thing ever. Or like, it's the exact same thing as like people on welfare. It's like, well, But I don't have them. You should give them to me. Well, I'm sorry you didn't prepare. Well, but no, grasshopper in the ant, starved to death.
And then Rodin said, "What if you use them short range as a talkie?" That's why I got my GMRS, so that I can. And not only that, but under GMRS, like my family and my immediate family's covered under that as well, so they can use them. And that's who has my other radios.
You can use two-way walkie GMRS without a license. You can use it as walkie-talkies without a license.
Not GMRS.
You have to use like the family band is what it's called.
Right, which is
there's a wide band.
Yeah, which is what like we get by like kids walkie-talkies, and they'll work fine for like really short distances.
Yeah, I have this is my old set right here. It's the Motorola one.
Yeah, you got this from Brownells. We talked about them on the show.
Yeah, but they don't give me the distance I think I would need. So I mean, this has a lot of nice features. You know, of course, it has a flashlight. It has emergency radio broadcasting, so you can go to a certain station and you can hear what's going on the emergency broadcast station. Different modes, multi-channels, which is nice if you want to have your own private channel. But at the same time, the biggest issue I really want is distance. You know?
Yeah.
Try smoke signals.
Mitch A says FRS. Yeah.
Vape signals.
I think I said
FRS is like family radio service. Yeah.
Dennis said, do you guys know this or just Google really fast? It just so happens that I've been spending a lot of time with this lately because I was like, oh, I have a bunch of radios I don't know how to use.
I think we all combined know just enough to talk about it without actually giving any quality information to anyone.
Yes.
That's basically how the show works.
We were talking about it the other day. Oh, go ahead, Nick. Sorry.
Nick?
I said everything that I was going to say.
He said that's basically how the show works. Jeremy, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, me and Shawn were talking about it, and I'm like, I'm not a comm guy. Like, I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Like, if it were the Boogaloo, I literally need to recruit somebody on my Boog team that knows how to do this.
You just yell.
Right. It's so loud.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
Ethan says, if I recall, FRS is limited to 0.5 watts and has to be on channel. Anything else is a no-no. That is correct, I think. And GMRS has 2 wattages. Maybe I've got 12.5. I don't know. I don't even want to say because I don't know off the top of my head. But I did do a bunch of research off of GMRS. I have a decent understanding of what the channels that I'm allowed to speak on. I know that they're not private. But it's what I have. And
no sexy chat.
I mean, no, there's going to be sexy chat. Come on.
Oh, for real. So much sexy chat.
Maybe one of our listeners can tell me this. So
why is my talk button all sticky?
Yeah. Can you send nudes with those?
The crazy part is that Shawn said there's going to be sexy chat, but he also said that his immediate family has radios.
I'll be like, okay, guys, turn off the radios.
For like 2 minutes. I also ended up buying a bunch of MREs, like cases of MREs as well.
Yeah.
So, sorry for your colon.
Anything, I'm reading a thing now. As of September 28, 2017, anything 2 watts or less
is family
considered license free.
Yeah, so that's the family stuff. I think 5 and 12.5 is GMRS.
All right, so I'm only going to use 2 watts of my 8-watt radio. That's how I make it safe.
But dude, there's a lot of great resources out there for this stuff. Cause I was just like, I need a crash course. I need to understand when I test them right now, when I work with them right now, like what do I need to do so that I'm not illegal? And B, when everything goes down, grid down situation, whatever it happens to be, how do I use them to communicate with the people that I care about? So yeah. I think that was kind of what it was. There's a lot of resources. PAM radio is coming out from Glenn Tate very soon, if it's not out already. And I think that was pam-radio.net.
PAM?
Yeah, PAM. I'm going to look that up real quick just because I think it's important because he did give me a bunch of information.
I mean, the big thing for me is I want to be able to communicate with people in a tactical situation where I don't have to worry about the comms being open to the public. You know, you program a channel in that you want. Everyone's on the same channel. You lock it down, and then you can communicate. And that's important to me. You know, I want to be able to communicate with somebody, and I don't want everyone else to know what I'm talking about.
But I don't think that any of the things that you bought allow you to do that.
We'll see.
So it's pam-radio.com, and it's a good resource for GMRS stuff, if I recall correctly. GMRS, yeah, and why it's so good for preppers. And it's part of his Prepping 2.0 community. So thank you very much, Glenn. Appreciate that. You can check that out. Aaron, I don't think the stuff you bought allows you to do that.
It's we'll see. I'm gonna double check. But anyhow, either way, I'm gonna be
the security of that radio is because there's like 3,200 channels that
right.
pop.
I think you just got to like push the button and be like, "Hey, is anyone else there?" And then if no one answers, then you're the only one.
I'm like, this is the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong channel.
Oh, the other day I was messing with my radio trying to connect to a repeater, and someone yelled at me because I didn't say my call sign. I'm like, I didn't even have a call sign at the time.
What's your call sign now, Shawn?
I'm not telling you.
Come on,
Shawn.
No,
it's 171.
No, but hey, if any of our listeners,
SSB,
I'm willing to invest, I don't know, a little bit of money. Like, wouldn't it be cool to broadcast our show on ham radio?
Yeah, for 6 people who listen to it.
That's fine. I don't care. It would be fun. It would be a project that gives me skills that I need.
You know, it would be even more fun.
What?
Broadcasting random numbers and letters, as well as strange messages that don't really make any sense, and maybe some strange songs.
That actually sounds a lot like the show.
Yeah, I'm like, we're doing that right now.
Yeah.
Like children's nursery rhymes backwards at 3 a.m.
Is this like from Hunters?
Yeah, just do it near the Denver airport because
lots of stuff.
So Rodin knows some stuff about this. I know he's been researching a lot too. He said, Aaron, for what you need a satellite phone.
Yeah, no one can afford that.
So yeah, I think confirming that you won't be able to do what you are saying you need to do with what you bought, which is fine. Like I bought the same.
What is the thing I need to buy to have that?
Satellite phone, apparently. Or maybe a relay station that's private. Like you can set up.
I just think it's a matter of finding a channel that no one's on.
No, because someone can easily just go to that same channel. Like,
but they have to know if there's X amount of channels. They have to figure out what channel.
I think there's between 20 and 30 GMRS channels, Aaron.
What about 2 tin cans and a string?
What about
that? Would work great. Actually, I'm using that right now.
Somebody ties a string in the middle of it and pulls it tight.
Oh God, yeah, ATF.
Oh,
nice try. NSA is doing that right now.
It's a terrible idea. Okay, and for those people listening that actually know what you're talking about with the Baofengs or ham radio, shortwave radio, I get it. Like, we're learning, we're interested. Like,
yeah, we apologize.
Try not to shit on us too much because we are curious. Dead Bunny Society said scanning is a thing. I've been scanning with my Baofengs a lot, just trying to find local stuff that's on there. There's ways you can look it up, but I've just kind of been, I don't know, listening. And
Jason S. is my new best friend. He seems to know a lot.
Ham radio has offsets that allow for some privacy. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get your ham license, Aaron.
Or not.
I mean,
I saw a Motorola one that said it had encryptions on it.
Yeah.
That you could program into it.
So it used the GMRS channels, but it had encryption on the handsets themselves. So you wouldn't be able to talk to anyone on that channel outside whatever you have your radios set to. But I mean, that's pretty useful. But again, I think, or actually, I don't think it's GMRS. I think yours were FRS.
No, those were GMRS.
Interesting. Yeah, you should buy those and tell us if they work.
My car has ABS.
What about code words?
It has IBS.
So
A matching set of code words that you guys could talk over a public band, but only the person receiving that message would be able to decipher it.
okay, I know how stupid this is, but when I was doing all this, putting it together for my family, when things started to look like they were getting crazy, I did code words for locations, fallback locations, primary and secondary, code names for each family person, specific instructions not to use anything, and a list of 10 channels in the order that they should be used. I know how that sounds.
Did your family probably just throw that away when you left?
They were probably like, okay, guys, it's almost time to put him in a home.
Put it in the trash, yeah.
Time to put him in a home. Andrew says, I thought I heard it's not super difficult to get your ham license. No, and I've been studying it. Dude, you have to go through a lot of electronic engineering or electrical engineering, like learning amps and ohms and resistance. And I mean, which is probably good stuff to know, but I kind of was running out of time. So I got GMRS for right now.
Like, make a simpler radio.
Yeah, it is pretty nuts. Like it's complicated. I'm not saying
I want
it's
secure comms, not a college education.
Yes.
I wanted a college education. I'd have gone to college.
Exactly.
They wouldn't let you in.
Lots of people have their ham
They'll
license.
let anybody in. They want money. That's all they care about. Higher learning doesn't exist.
I think honestly, one of the primary things that you have to get a ham radio license is no social skills. So I might be out right there.
I think you need to get a van with no windows and an antenna on the top.
Just kidding, ham radio people. Again, we're trying to learn. I'm sorry. Please don't tell on us.
Yeah, we're only going to make fun of you until we become one of you.
Exactly. Nick, what's your product?
What?
It's a callback.
What?
Oh, it's so fun. Say what again?
What?
Okay, Nick, go.
Go where?
God. I like it better when I can stab you when you're here.
Okay. So I got a 3D printer, right?
Where'd you get it from?
Facebook.
Nice. I never got one from Facebook. Were they handing them out, or did you buy it?
They were handing them out.
Mark Zuckerberg gave it to him.
Yeah, if you shared that post, then Mark Zuckerberg gave you a 3D printer.
That's right.
Yeah. But I also had to give him money. So, he was like, I'll give you this, but you have to give me money. And I was like, all right, cool. Free 3D printer. So I've been printing lots of things, learning to use it. Primarily butt related stuff. So like I printed a big butt statue. I printed some little butt backup iron sights, classy stuff.
Right.
And then I stumbled upon a wonderful world of 3D printed muzzle devices.
Made out of
plastic.
Okay.
So these are not, a company sent a 3D printed muzzle device made out of Inconel to the We Like Shooting office, which is, a legitimate material to make a muzzle device out of. Mm-hmm. There are additive manufacturing processes that use metal.
Yep. Laser sintering.
Yep.
This is not that. Yeah. So there are all kinds of files out there for like AR muzzle brakes, all kinds of Glock stuff. I put a picture in the show notes of one that I printed just because. And it's insane. Now, what I love is that some of them have like a bunch of comments and people are like, oh, this is so cool. Thanks. But so far I haven't seen anything about, like longevity, you know, like, do you get 1 round? Do you get 2 rounds? Maybe you're lucky and you get 5.
I bet it's going to depend on the caliber, barrel length, and all that stuff. But again, the more pressure that you're seeing at the muzzle, the more effective the muzzle brake will be, but also the more likely it would be to self-destruct on 1 round. And
Right.
if your plastic muzzle device is lasting for magazine after magazine, that means it's probably not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So, Nick, it looks cool, but also please don't shoot it around me.
Oh, no, I was going to print a few of these and give them to you and Steve to take to shoot a video.
Okay, we will.
I sent a picture to Steve and he was immediately like, I'd shoot it.
Oh, we're going to put it in our stationary rig where I pull the trigger with a string.
No, you have to hold it in your hand.
Can you make one for one of Shawn's machine guns?
Yes.
You just got to make a little like glory hole through a board and put the muzzle through that and then shoot it.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I'm great at making glory holes.
Yeah. I mean, do what you know.
I want Shawn to be holding it in his hand with nothing to protect him but maybe some safety glasses.
Guys, I'm not drinking whiskey that I got out of the trash.
I was going to ask, but then I realized Rod's still here.
Oh, yeah, no, I am. So, Nick, how long did that take to print?
Not that long. It was like an hour and a half, something like that. I think I only did like 10% fill.
Oh, good.
Obviously, any that I give to you and Steve to shoot are going to be like 3% fill.
Nick will be like, okay, now don't sneeze on this because it will explode.
Yeah.
Be very careful when you thread it on because it might crack in half.
God, Rodin just said, gotta go, guys, have a good night, right after we reported me.
Yep, he left because of you.
So, Nick, I definitely, much higher fill, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll shoot it, I guess.
All right. Yeah, I'll print some more, but less fill, obviously. Save material, lightweight.
I mean, you'd rather dig plastic out of your skin than metal, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wear a turtleneck to make sure I'm extra protected.
There you go.
Maybe I'll make some like little blast can things that'll thread over like the dead air muzzle brakes or something. Those should blow up pretty fast.
God, dude. Okay, but how can we make this cool? Can you? Okay,
Slow motion.
no,
Yeah, slow motion.
dude, make a muzzle, make like a linear comp, but have it have like a chamber inside of it that we fill with paint,
Mm-hmm.
and then we screw it on.
So you'd have to shoot it towards the ground, or the paint would leak into the gun.
No. It's like a reservoir around it. So it's like a toilet paper roll, and then that is surrounded with another toilet paper hole, but it's filled, or a toilet paper roll, but it's bigger. Or it's a toilet paper roll inside of a paper towel roll, except it's sealed on both sides, and that reservoir inside we fill with paint.
Huh?
I mean, I understand.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. I just how do you close the hole? The hole? Do you put a hole in the very top of it so you can
Sure.
pour it in there?
Or wax or tape. I don't give a
Okay.
You draw this for me, Shawn, and then I'll print it.
Okay. I mean, it's a linear comp with a reservoir inside of it.
Around the outside of it.
Around the outside. Two
Oh, yeah,
trailer
no,
park
I
girls.
understand the idea.
Okay, I'll draw it. I drew Kurt a diagram once, and he told me that he wrote it down on his notepad, but...
Yeah. If you draw it for me, I'll write it down on my notepad.
Okay, perfect. I will.
Yeah.
Nick, how many rounds
That's
do you
all I
think?
got.
How many rounds do you think you're going to get?
Oh, not many. I don't know. We'll find out. That's the whole point.
If we're taking bets, I bet it won't even last once you rack the slide.
Maybe.
That one in the photo.
So the photo,
that one actually cracked when I put it on.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, on a pistol like that with like 9mm, it might last a few.
Maybe, yeah. I'm thinking it's going to...
Rifle. There's just kaboom.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be pretty quick.
Yeah, I think so too. Kurt, what's the most recent gunner gear that you've gotten that you're excited about?
What's the most recent what?
gun or gear that you've gotten?
Man, that's a good question. I've been playing with my Mantis X10.
Oh, yeah.
That's been fun. Turns out I'm bad. That little device told me how bad I am, but it did also help me be less bad. So I'm having fun with it. It's been something I could, I've been just messing around with it and like trying different things on it. And I'm pretty happy with it. The thing's pretty fun. So I'm excited to use it more.
What gun do you put yours on?
My Glock 19.
Fucking basic.
I know. It's got a Faxon barrel, which is
Baller.
From the fine people at Faxon Firearms.
Baller.
But yeah, it's got an RMR, and I'm practicing draws and putting a Post-it note on the wall across the room from me, and just practicing draws and getting the dot on the Post-it note and then pulling the trigger and being able to have a metric to kind of gamify it has made it a little more fun, and kind of makes you want to keep doing it, and then you can see progress. And it's helped me, a relatively lazy guy, actually do some functional dry firing and get results from it that I can quantify. So
that's pretty exciting. Do you do you still have to rack the slide in between every?
Yeah, you have to rack the slide, but if it's not something for dry fire. It's not like perfect for like rapid fire type situations. It's more of like do the draw, get the dot on the target, and squeeze the shot off without it being, really terrible, because it'll tell you suck when you pull the trigger. So you can't rush it. You have to kind of actually try. So, but yeah, I think that's really relevant dry fire is just getting the gun out, finding the dot, because I'm still kind of a novice with a red dot gun, and finding the dot is something that can be a bit of a challenge if you don't practice it. So
yeah, for sure. So the paradigm shifting moment that I had on that was training with Scott Jedlinski, doing his video training.
Yeah.
And it was really good. But yeah, so the Mantis, the original one, we were like, man, this is such a great idea, but God, it was so awful at the beginning, but I have heard nothing but great things about the newer versions. Yeah.
I got the Mantis 10X Elite, whatever the high end version that has some fancy features that'll be upcoming on it. And what's cool about it is, because I carry it with a weapon light, I don't mount it to the accessory rail on the handgun.
Mm-hmm.
They make adapters so that you can mount it to a magazine base plate. And so it's actually mounted to the bottom of my magazine, and it still works perfectly well. It still sees, all of the trigger pulls. And I'm really happy with that, because I can keep my weapon light on, which means my holster stays compatible. And it's made it like kind of something that like I wouldn't really know how to use it if I had to take my weapon light off to practice with it, and then therefore my holster wouldn't work anymore, which is kind of one of the main things I want to practice is my draws. So it's a really, really awesome solution. I think that it's a pretty cool tool to have.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Aaron, so I actually have one of the ones that you were just talking about, Kurt, in the office in the to be reviewed box. So it's definitely been on my mind. I've gotten a cool fire trainer recently that I've been working with, and I'm going to get the Mantis X and kind of put it on that.
And so this is like, I don't know anyone at Mantis X, but I'm basically doing marketing for them right now. But there's a cool group set up in the app where you can create a group and join groups and kind of like see what each other are doing or compete with each other. If you create a We Like Shooting group, that'd be pretty fun, where we could all kind of do dry fire and talk crap to each other. I would enjoy that.
I will do it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm at the age where I kind of dry fire now.
Yeah. Dust. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, so Mantis X is pretty cool. Jerambe, did you have anything you wanted to talk about? I can't remember.
No, because of the PC charger.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about radios like 2 days ago, and
Dude, if you want to talk about
the PC charger up last week on Double Tap, and
I mean, if you want to talk about the PC charger, more than welcome. We all loved it.
I want one, dude.
I want one too.
It's a 6-inch barrel, 9mm with the ability for a brace. It's basically the 1022 charger,
Yes.
but 9mm.
Plus, it looks like a giant robot.
Right, and it's got the pick rails on the back, so again, you could put a brace on there easily. It's not.
Yeah, and the one with the triangle brace that looked like the AK. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. and what I love too is this ambi charging handle, so you can switch sides.
What I love most.
The PC carbines like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like they showed it. The picture I saw was on the right hand side, but I love it on the left hand side because that's where I'm going to be doing my work from. I mean, that's awesome. I want one so bad, but again,
you're going to be doing your work from the van, running the drones and the comms.
Oh God.
So, we're going to talk about this on Wednesday night when everyone's job's going to be.
I had a feeling. Oh boy,
prepare yourselves.
We had drama, guys. Definitely come watch the show Wednesday. It's going to be cray cray.
What you gonna do now? I talk about lifestyles. Oh yeah. Aaron, what you gonna do now? I talk about lifestyles. Brought to you by Brownells.
Audio by DDP, and brought to you by Brownells. Aaron, what do you want to talk about on Brownells tonight?
Well, first I want to say Brownells is still open, guys. So if you need gear, you need guns, you need ammo, Brownells is still open.
To go one step further, Ryan and Roy and Pete Brownell were all on the factory floor this weekend, all weekend, working, packing orders.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think so. You want it? They'll have it. And if you're on the Edge program, you'll get it super fast.
Geez, sorry. I was like, I'm very excited to say a thing, but instead, why don't I cough directly into the microphone? Buffer retainers and springs is something that I seem to be running out of a lot lately. So I bought like 5 of each from Brownells the other day. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. And I'm sure you'll use them.
Oh yeah. I mean, clearly I had, because I had 2 lower parts kits that didn't have them in them.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, apparently I took them out of here at some point, but whatever. That's okay. Do they have any ammo? I'm going to go do a look right now. Let's see. Firearms ammo, 9mm Luger, because everyone's out of ammo, right? Let's just go check and see what they are. Special filters. Where's in stock at?
You can put it on the screen so we can all watch.
Yes. Hold on. I'm doing that right now. Oh, no. Now you're going to be like, oh, I can't see you. Zoom
so
in.
Small.
Hold on. Zoom in right now. So the question is, do they have any ammo? So normally I thought I could do like...
Yeah, up at the very top is usually in stock items.
Thought so, but I don't see it. I thought it was normally under special filters. All right, just let me search for 9mm and see. 9mm. Ammunition. Special filters in stock. What just happened? It took me to pistol brass. I think I clicked something on accident. Handgun ammo. Special filters. Oh, man. It's a tough time, guys. Doesn't look like there's any in stock 9mm. Let's check 45 ACP.
For your machine gun?
Yeah. But I don't need it because I have so much 45 ACP.
I had so many. So I was loading up all my mags for my 1911s. And, dude, I had so much 45 hollow points laying around. My favorite part is it was the Liberty ammo, so it's the nice silver ones here.
Oh, yeah. That's what I've got in this belt, this bandolier.
Yeah, and it's lighter than your standard 45. The only downside is it produces more smoke, I've noticed.
I don't see any in-stock ammo right now. It's a crazy time to be alive.
What?
This is so much worse than 2012, by the way. I know,
is it, though?
Yeah, yes, it is. There's 13,000 background checks pending in Colorado and a 4-day wait time. In 2012, we were lucky to have a 1-day wait time and 300 background checks in queue. And that's after they opened up their hours, added more people, cross-trained CBI employees. The FBI has actually talked about shutting down NICS right now because they're so overloaded.
Just do
really?
E-check.
No, all of it.
Why? You just do e-check.
I'm telling you, all of it.
That would be unconstitutional.
I agree. It's a crazy
and
thing.
a background gun ban, and if that were to happen, I think it would be justifiable and legal to start selling firearms with only a 4473.
Amen.
I 100% agree. I do not see any ammo in stock, so you're gonna need to buy other things for Brownells this time. Let's see, what coupon codes do they have?
Turn a 9mm in today.
That's
nice.
awesome.
Good. Can I have some?
No, off. two bucks limit.
Oh boy, I can hardly wait for Wednesday when we talk about Boogaloo crew jobs. It's going to be so great. Anyway, go to Brownells. Lots of stuff there, shipping stuff constantly. I actually just got in a bunch of ammo from Brownells, so I feel pretty lucky. But yep, everything else in stock out there, ready for you to order. Aaron, what do you have to talk about?
So I'm going to start off with reading the public safety alert I got from Michigan today. All our cell phones went crazy, and this was said from the Executive Office of the Governor. The state of Michigan's stay-at-home, stay-safe order takes effect at midnight tonight. Non-essential travel is prohibited. As necessary, you may leave your home for health and safety reasons, to get groceries and supplies, for certain outdoor activities, and to care for others. See, and it gives you the web address to that you can go and look for more details. With that in mind, we are now at a stay-at-home quarantine state of Michigan, and I'm bored as hell, guys. I'm bored. I spend all day doing homeschooling for my kids, which I absolutely hate. But I'm stuck at home. Like, I haven't traveled anywhere. I don't go to the store. I haven't left the house in like a week and a half. I'm debating on whether to just start the cars just to make sure they work, because they've just been sitting for so long. I'm bored, guys. What do you guys do? What are you guys doing? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other states that have the same stay-at-home issue, or by their governors. What do you guys do to keep? I mean, I could play video games, which is great, but only for so long before it just becomes monotonous.
I love how it's not play with my wife and children, read books, spend time together as a family, relax.
All right, listen.
I can play video games.
Listen, I teach those kids all day. After doing that, I don't want to spend any time with them.
I get it, dude. Jeremy, just wait. Your time's coming, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I love my family.
My daughter still goes to bed at like 7:00. Like,
right.
I just put her down.
Yeah, it's not going to.
She's not fun. Like, she's not doing anything yet.
Right.
I'll just poke her with a stick, and I'm like, do stuff.
She
Like,
falls over.
Hey, come on,
yeah,
do a boo.
they can't even walk yet. Like, we're not.
My wife is like a healthcare in the healthcare providing business. That's her job.
Yeah.
So whenever I spend time with her, I just hear all these horrible stories, and she has a lot of information that comes down the pike before we get it as just regular public. So she tells me all this stuff, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So I mean, it's like, it's not like I don't like spending time with her, but it's like all just bummer. It's like, oh, okay, I guess, yeah, that's great. And it's just horrible, man. And she's working from home, so I see her all the time, which is, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Let me tell you.
I bet she feels the same way for you.
Oh, you know what? I bet you, honest to God. Well, no, because she locks herself in her office all day and works while I'm over here doing homeschooling.
Right. Jeff says, dude, homeschooling kids can literally only be a few hours a day. You don't need to do all day. Public school is a waste of time for learning.
So it's 4 hours a day. I have a list of things, 20-minute increments that I work with the kids, but it's hard because I have, the 6-year-old and the 9-year-old, they need a lot of hands-on stuff, and I have to work with them directly. While the 13-year-old, I just put him in front of the computer and he has all his assignments from school he can do. But at the same time, it's just like, Jesus Christ.
So going back totally off topic, they have 224 Valkyrie in stock, 308 Wen.
That's a good round to have.
338 Lapua.
Not really that big on that.
6.5 by 55 millimeter Swedish Mauser.
Okay, no.
30-06, 308 Win, 308 Win, 308 Win, 308 Win, 30-06, 500 Nitro.
Okay, yeah, I could use that.
For all those people that were talking about 308 over the last year. Guess what's available? Guess how many 308s I have? 308 Marlin Express. So yeah, not a whole lot of ammo. Anyway, Yeah, so you're bored. You're mad.
I'm frustrated.
Hate your kids.
Like, I want to do hood rat. I can't.
Like what? Play Xbox?
Well, no, I mean,
Dude, you can go boogaloo. No one's stopping you.
well, right now, now that we got that alert today, it's like the purge is on. I'm all excited.
No, nobody's gonna stop you from the boogaloo. You could boogaloo all on your own.
Yeah, come on, do a boog.
Yeah, do a boog. Where's your boog team? Call them up. I got a boog team.
I guess I could hit up the Michigan Meat Ponies and say, "Hey, you guys want to go boog some?" But I don't know. They might be busy.
We're just some boogalorians going to do some goon squad.
Billy B says, "Are you streaming on YouTube?" Yes. Aaron, so
I'm a boogalorian. Fighting tyrants is part of my religion.
Was there a point to this?
Actually, the question was, what are you guys doing in this time of shut-ins?
I'm going to work because my job's essential.
Yeah, so let's see. I was sick for 4 days straight, so I didn't do a lot. But practicing carnal relations.
Yeah, you're not. That should be social distancing there, Shawn.
Yeah, I'm 4 inches away.
All right, for all the people in the chat hating on me, listen. I'm not a patient man. And It's hard to work with kids if you don't have patience. I can honestly say that. It's like I get angry really easily. A lot of people can attest to that. And then when you're dealing with kids who don't grasp the concept that you already understand because you've already been educated in this matter, and it's not fair to them. It's not fair to them that I'm getting angry all the time. So I understand,
Aaron's kids are quality. I'm going to say that.
They're great kids.
They're great kids. I f***ing love your kids, and I'm proud to be part of their family.
They love you, actually.
They're challenging. They're big personalities, and they're busy. So, like, I get it. It's tough. Like 3 kids. I raised 4 kids. I totally understand.
Got a Jufro and acts like a little girl.
Dude, no, he looks f***ing good. He has a haircut today. He was looking good. And not only that, but he was bossing Aaron around like Aaron was a little.
I was getting really frustrated with that too.
Dude, I was like, slap that kid or I will come to Michigan and I will do it myself.
He was like, I want your phone. And I'm like, no, go away. And he's like, okay, well, I want to run on the treadmill. And I'm like, no, that's not going to happen either. He's like, either with the phone or the treadmill, Dad. And I'm like, how about you go to bed?
He did. And then he left and it was great. I was like, okay, Aaron, good job.
Yeah.
So yeah, to stay, so I actually took our Mevo system home. I'm going to be doing some videos if we get locked down, which is looking like we're going to. I'll be doing a bunch of videos on like handguns and basic handgun stuff just to kind of, I don't know, there's a lot of new gun owners out there. So I know the other content creators are doing it and I planned on doing it days and days and days ago, but I got sick. So now that I'm feeling better, I plan on doing some of that stuff. I've got lots of projects. Angel and I have been catching up. She hasn't actually seen all the Marvel movies, so we're watching them in order.
Awesome.
Yeah. We watched. We
did that over Christmas break, actually.
We watched 5 Marvel movies yesterday.
That's awesome. Yeah, when I was on Xbox, I'm like, oh, Shawn's on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but yeah, we did that over Christmas break. We watched every single Marvel movie in the proper order.
Yeah. So another thing is we literally got Boog ready, rearranged the storage room, put stuff where we needed to put it, made sure the defenses were set up, made sure that things were staged where they needed to be, set up cameras and just like doing all that stuff, making sure ammo was there, ammo restocking points. Nothing's going to happen. None of this is necessary. But, it's like rather be ready for nothing than not ready for something.
So Angel's making these awesome keychains during the Boog.
Yeah. So she's a leather worker and kind of since we've been quarantined, she's been making Plague Doctor keychains. Like she makes the big full size ones out of leather, but
Plague Doctor mask.
Plague Doctor masks, but they're keychains. So she makes the big Plague Doctor masks like out of leather, but then she like shrunk them down to keychain size, and she's been making those. And actually, I helped a bunch yesterday for probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours while we watch Marvel movies. So
I saw this video a long time ago, and it makes me think of that. This guy is with his girlfriend, and he's like, "Let's play doctor," and she's like, "Okay." And so he's laying on the bed and she's like, "Oh my God." He's like, "What? You have testicular cancer." He's like, "What?" It's like the worst role play ever, but it just makes every time I think about like when someone says, "Well, I play doctor," and that's what comes in my head.
Yeah.
Play doctor.
Yeah. I had a girl ask me if I wanted to play doctor once, and she changed her mind when I pulled out the scalpel and started putting the iodine on her stomach, you know?
Oh, God, it's probably true, though.
So yeah,
I know it was soy sauce.
And then I carved her open.
So, Kurt, you're getting some time off during the flu glue, right?
Oh yeah, tons of time off. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely staying busy. I'm a little jealous of the people who are bored, and I can't believe they're complaining. I'd be like, I'd pick up painting. I'd watch some Bob Ross and paint before I'd start complaining about not having anything to do. So.
Oh yeah, well, try to do something like that, and then have like 2 kids or 3 kids like on top of you, being like, oh, I want to paint too. You're like, no, I want some quiet time. No, I want to paint. Jesus Christ, whatever you do, they're going to be there.
So make them like go pick sticks up in the yard or something, man.
It snowed yesterday.
Make them go find sticks under the snow.
Yeah, it's harder to find the sticks. It will take them longer.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been staying busy, like absolutely just kind of doing stuff that I needed to do. Depending on if we get locked down or not, I'll bring laptop home. Actually, one of our buddies sent me a whole HTC Vive today.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to set this up then.
Yeah.
What is the Vive? Is it like the?
It's VR.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, it's like it's a competitor to the Oculus.
Yeah,
Well,
Jesse and I have been wanting to buy Oculus Quest, but like they're
You can't
completely out of stock for like the past 3 or 4 months. They've been out of stock. We want to have them here at the office to like do dumb stuff and laugh at each other.
So I bought my son an Oculus Quest for his birthday this year, and if you get one, we can all watch movies together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
cool.
can link them up. Yeah.
I'd love to spend more time with you.
Well, see, I would like to. See, that's the thing is, like, I want to have adult conversations. That's what I want. I want to have adult conversations.
I'm concerned about your definition.
You don't have adult
conversation.
conversations when it's only adults in the room.
He means like really adult. And I'm
Like
not sure
the
what
last
movie he
porno
wants
we
to watch
watched,
with
like
me.
that kind of adult.
Like, is it cold in here? No one
Yeah.
ever orders a pizza and gets that. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to do that. I'll probably get that all set up. I might need to order a couple computer parts. We'll see. But that was actually a guy in a garage.
Wait, are you setting that up at the office?
I'll probably set it up at the apartment, but I could set it up at the office after the quarantine ends.
Oh, no, I was just wondering.
Would you like me to?
No.
Weren't we supposed to get an icy machine for the office?
Yeah, if they ever got one in that they could get rid of.
We got a popcorn maker in here, and
What's her name?
It's on our to-do list to get one of the hotel waffle makers because we want to have hotel waffles at the ready.
You told me about that. You were like the thing I'm most excited about in the new building. So Shawn, we're getting a waffle maker.
Gonna make it rain waffles in here.
That's awesome.
Kurt, can I come and work for you?
No, you're stuck with Shawn.
No, I don't.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I don't want to be.
Kurt, it's okay.
Waffles.
Yeah, I don't have any waffles whatsoever. But
Yeah.
I did make French toast yesterday.
Shawn's are blue.
Yeah, Sean's like, I got some blue waffles.
I'm so grossed out right now. Anyway, check out brownells.com for all the stuff you need, except for right now, ammo, and I'm sure they'll have some more coming up pretty soon here. Hey, guys, guess what?
What?
We've gone on too long and we don't have to do the news this week?
No, the cool thing is Savage isn't here. I know I didn't mention it, but I didn't figure anyone would notice. So Savage isn't here, so we're going to talk about a couple things real super quick. And, as we always tell Savage, I'm going to summarize, briefly editorialize, and go to the cast for their opinions. So first off is HR 5717. While we've all been sitting here worried about the flugaloo, the government has introduced the Gun Violence Prevention and Community Safety Act of 2020. And these are Savage's notes, so I'm going to skip most of it because it's just silly. But basically, it would require a license to own a gun, universal background check, plus 7-day waiting period, prevents people accused of domestic violence from owning, fugitives, 21-year-old minimum age to purchase, secure gun storage laws, gun lock safes, gun-free school zones, red flag laws, assault rifle magazine suppressor undetectable bans, firearms trafficking, multiple gun purchases, as in 2. Dealer restrictions, which would probably likely put a majority of FFLs out of business with all these added restrictions. Repeal of Protection of Lawful Commerce Act, the PLCAA, and removal of gun exclusions from consumer safety, and more funding for anti-gun research. So while the coronavirus is ripping across our country, our economy is taking a huge crash. People are worried about how they're going to pay for food in 2 weeks. They're trying to put in gun control. Like, is that not one of the most asinine things that you've
communist never waste a good crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty standard government stuff where it's like, hey, we need to do more government stuff. We'll definitely turn this off after this is all over. We'll definitely, we definitely won't leave these overreaching government rules in forever, and you'll never be able to undo them.
Yeah.
We need to do these right now.
Oh, no, they want that to be the standard. They're not like, they're not about that. That's like,
nothing to do
that to be the standard.
Nothing to do with coronavirus. They're just putting this in. It says,
that's true. There's lots of other ones that they'll never undo either.
Yeah. To end the epidemic of gun violence and build safer communities by strengthening Federal Reserve firearms laws and supporting gun violence research.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Intervention and prevention initiatives.
Thank you.
Sorry, I had to go. That's the only other accent I've got. But yeah, so this was introduced, and so while the country is probably one of the toughest times, by far the toughest time of my lifetime, the most unsure time, the most critical time in my 46 years, they're trying to put in gun control to screw the rest of the country at a time when gun sales are at epic proportions and first-time gun buyers are through the absolute freaking roof because people have realized that there is no one out there to protect them from people taking their toilet paper or their lives. At a time when more people are buying guns than probably at any time in history is going to be my guess.
When they do those polls and they're like, well, only 35% of the country owns guns. Yeah, do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll bet you it's over 50.
So many new gun owners that are going to be out there after this. So many people that I never thought would buy guns have hit me up and, hey, can you order me a gun? Yeah, I've already got one on order for you. Don't worry, it'll be here in a couple of days. And then it'll be 4 days for your background check. These scumbags, like, we have to remember these things, guys. Like, let's worry about coronavirus right now. Let's worry about this right now. I know people are maxed out on stress. I know people are maxed out on worry, but yeah, this is another thing we have to worry about. So get involved. Let your people know that it will not stand. Let's see, on 3/10/2020, it was referred to the Subcommittee on Crime, Terrorism, and Homeland Security. This is bad.
This is in the Senate.
Oh,
right?
I had somebody at the store get mad because something happened. I couldn't sell them a gun. And they were like, well, that's, I'm like, have you ever voted Democrat? And they're like, and they kind of like didn't want to say yes because of where they were. And I was like, and it's your fault you didn't get a gun right now. And they were like,
Jerambe.
and they were just, and my staff looked at me and they're like, can we say that? I'm like, absolutely not.
Did they leave angry? Or?
What's that?
What happened after that?
No, because they knew I was right.
Interesting.
They knew I was right. I'm like, have you ever voted Democrat? And they're like, and I'm like, then it's your fault you didn't get a fucking gun right now. Go get your fixed and come back. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, man.
I forget what it was because it was like in the middle. Dude, all right. So normally in a given month, I do anywhere from like 50 to 75 transfers. Do you know what we're up to as of today?
No.
51.
132.
It's almost double.
And we still have 8 days left, seven days left in the month.
It's a crazy time, man. I'll log into InstaCheck right now. I literally did.
Yeah.
I started a
You know
background
what's
check.
nice? Not having to deal with that.
Yeah. No, I get it. Let me know how hunting with AR-15s goes.
Both of you guys would be better off in Georgia.
No, not really. I mean, Georgia really doesn't have anything on Ohio gun law wise.
All right. If I come to Georgia, can I work for Blue Alpha Gear and be the director of something?
Yeah. Director of, I think is probably.
Whoa,
I would be.
That was my job.
I would be so good at
Sorry,
it.
man.
You even wrote it on your pad of paper. You said that. I'm writing this down right now.
You're assistant to the director of.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm the assistant director.
No, assistant to the director of.
Assistant director. You got it.
So applications waiting.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
You can't leave the bathroom. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt's got a bathroom there.
Yeah, but how are you going to get there?
I'll get in a porta potty, one of those ones that's on a trailer,
That's a great idea, Nick.
and then it'll just get pulled there.
Yeah. Just shower before you come in.
Applications waiting 13,121. Longest wait 4 days, 7 hours, 12 minutes, 11 seconds.
So, according to Dead Bunny Society, the lawmaker who wrote this bill is from Georgia.
That could be. There's some
It's
crazy.
the guy that thought Guam was going to flip over because too many people were on it.
Oh, that guy's so dumb.
That guy.
Thanks to Atlanta, there's some pretty crazy Democrats, anti-gun Democrats. But in general, Georgia's holding pretty strong so far. But
Only reinforces my belief that if you don't pay federal income tax, you shouldn't get to vote.
So there's been a lot of Nix outages, Jerambe. Have you experienced
Around the country?
Have you experienced them? There's been a lot. Like, so Nix is basically the FBI's background check system.
National Instant Criminal Check something
System.
Yeah. Okay. How's it been for people here locally?
I only had one outage where I couldn't get on. The problem is a lot of people still call in.
Oh, dude, I
And
know.
right now when you call in, it's like, don't call us. Just here's how you get e-check.
Yeah.
And I've literally been doing e-check for so long, I've forgotten how to call them in.
I called in once on my first check.
I couldn't call it in if I had to.
Oh,
Like,
some of the questions they asked, I was like, what? And I'm like, can you please clarify your question? And they're like,
Yeah,
no,
I would,
we're not allowed to. I'm like, okay.
So,
I would not be able to do it. Like, I don't remember what my password is or my code word is. Like, I don't remember any of that.
so today I started a background check. I was like, all right, come into the suite, set your driver's license on the table at the entrance to the suite, and then go stand by the door. And I came up and I picked up the driver's license and I looked at it and I set down the tablet that I had just sanitized with Lysol wipes. I was like, all right, turn this on, fill out your 4473. I'm going to go back and start running everything. Is all the information correct? They were like, yep. So I went back and started running it. Then I got notified by my app that they had finished the 4473. I yelled up to the front. I was like, okay, background check starting right now. And I'm going to sanitize this, bring it back, and set it down, and then you'll have to come back in 4 days. It was very Wizard of Oz, but so yeah, Nix outages around the country. Like Washington's been crazy, Colorado, Tennessee, Nevada. A ton of counties are shutting down concealed carry.
So here's a key thing.
Okay, my story.
So no. It's with yours.
Okay, go ahead.
So we know what a Brady date is. Does everybody know what the Brady date is? When you get delayed. All right. When you get delayed,
days, right? Or 2 days.
you have to wait 3 days, and then you can transfer the firearm if they don't get back to you. So
Yes.
there's a 3-day delay. But it doesn't include the day that you do the check and the day they pick it up. So if it's Monday, then you have to wait Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you can pick it up Friday. So that's the Brady date. Well, because states like Colorado, Pennsylvania have their own, they're getting Brady dates that are a month out, which I'm pretty sure is illegal because of Firearm Owners Protection Act.
I was thinking the same thing. I saw that story earlier.
It's got to be illegal because that's the whole reason of the Brady date was if we don't get back to you, transfer it anyways because it's not constitutional for you to wait because.
So here's the crazy thing.
Because we're taking our sweet ass time. Like you couldn't do that.
Yeah, I was very curious, and a lot of the FFL groups that I'm in are actually having the same questions. But one that I've actually never done before is a multi-day. So today I submitted the background check.
Multiple purchase form?
No. I've done those. Today I started the background check, and he filled out the 4473. But when he comes back, he has to recertify because it's going to be a different day, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So I haven't actually had to do one of those yet because
You've never had a delay?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've sold like 35, maybe 40 guns, something like that.
Oh, well, okay. I get delays all the time.
Yeah.
I got delayed. It's really when foreign nationals come in to buy guns. That's always a fun one.
Yeah. Well, most of my stuff is honestly like listeners and people that are familiar with the show, or people that are familiar with me, or buddies and family and things like that. Like that's most of my transfers. It's way more than I thought I would do. But most of the people that I know are good people doing good things. So
I had a Chinese national just straight up get denied. That was fun.
Oh,
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, I had that's not Chinese.
Oh, shishi.
There you go. I got a Filipino.
Konnichiwa.
No, wrong island.
Oh, yeah, I don't know any of their.
Yeah, I mean, we get foreign nationals in. I tell you what, one thing this has done is it has brought the scum of the universe out in force. I've never seen so many dirty, stupid, uneducated people trying to buy a gun. We actually had 2 or 3 denials, and like I've been running guns since 2012. I've had like 4 denials since 2012. I had like 3 in the last week, and then one that we denied before it even went through a background check because it was just sketchy.
Yeah, I've worked at a couple gun shops, or been there working while they were there. It was actually at Dragon Man's. I wouldn't even let a dude fill out a 4473 because he smelled like he had literally just smoked 17 pounds of weed. He couldn't formulate a thought. I was like, honestly,
when you're like, dude, did you have to smoke in the parking lot?
I was like, you got to come back another day, man. I'm not even going to let you fill this out. Like, I'm not going to sell you a gun.
Right. Like, I get it, dude. Like, I don't care, but make it just a little subtlety. A little. Like, how hard is it to do a straw sale? Like, it's not hard to do. You act like a normal human being. Act like a mensch. Walk in. Say, hey, I'm looking for a firearm for this reason. Let the guy at the counter help you for 5 minutes and say, great, that sounds amazing. I'll take that one. That's literally all you have to do to not come across as a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm super weird about that. Like, yeah.
But like, don't walk. Like, this is seriously what happened. Dude walks in with his old lady. She's in she's like over by the fucking door. He walks up to the counter, starts asking a bunch of questions over the 3 guns that are in the goddamn case. Like, cause we don't have anything. Like, we got bought out a week ago. The only guns I've been selling the last 3 days are all consignment guns that have come in. Because some guy, a customer of ours is like, well, I got a bunch of shit I don't shoot anymore. Here, sell this garbage for a ton of money. And I tell you what, I've cut that dude some major checks in the last 3 days.
I bet.
So good for him. But he's like, we got like 3 guns sitting there, and he's like, well, and we're like, yeah, sure, like blah 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 blah. And he goes, oh, cool, man. And he like waves his girl over, and then she goes to fill the form out.
Dude, no.
And we're like, no, that how fucking stupid you have to be to just a little subtlety, man.
I'm like, okay, if you can't buy a gun, don't buy a fucking gun. Like, get the fuck out of here.
We had one guy, he's filling the form out. He actually marked yes to the having a felony. So it stopped right there, and we're like, yeah, you can't buy, like, transactions over. And he's like, what? And we're like, you marked you have a felony. You're a felon. Yeah, but that was like 10 years ago. Did you get it expunged? No. Why not? That's a thing. I mean, obviously now I know why you're a felon, because you're a fucking idiot.
Here's the thing.
Just like, dude, it has brought scum out of the gutters.
And here's the thing.
They've radiated outward from Cleveland, and now I have to deal with it.
My favorite thing that happened was yesterday. A dude that I knew from playing live music a long time ago. He hit me up and he was like, talking about ordering do I have any M16 magazines in stock or whatever? And I was like, no, I don't actually have any. And he's like, registered LEO or something like that. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to sell to law enforcement that I can't sell to civilians. Sorry.
That's the whole story.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. But yeah, like, I'm not like becoming an FFL. It's like, there's huge penalties for failing at that. I'm not going to put my future in jeopardy for anybody. Like, I don't care. I'm sorry that you smoked weed right before you came in. No sale. Not going to do it. I don't care if you smoke weed. Like, I don't care if you like overdose on weed. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Denver just basically announced a lockdown, and they said that they're closing all liquor stores and all gun stores. And I'm like, are you though? Because isn't that like infringing on constitutional rights?
I want to know how. Well, see, here in Ohio, liquor stores are considered essential, and I'm like, why the f- are liquor stores essential? Like, that's not.
Pacify
We got to
the
get drunk
masses,
during the
man.
boogaloo. Like, what the f- is going on?
Yeah, but more importantly,
Boog currency.
No, it's because the state makes money on the sale of liquor because that's how it works out here. They're state agencies, and the state wants their fucking money.
can a governor? He was a mayor. There's the mayor of Denver. Isn't that infringing on constitutional right? Can they even do that even under a state of emergency? I say
I don't know
no.
if a mayor can.
Can a governor?
I don't know if they're going to send the state police with guns. So unless you're ready to shoot back, that's pretty much where I'm at. They better send guys with guns bigger than mine. Otherwise, I'm not stopping.
Well, so like I read and I shared that article with you. The Department of Justice is considering whether just to suspend the Constitution altogether. So, I mean, that's a huge question. If they do that, can they? I mean, it's the Constitution. You can't really suspend it, can you?
That's the fucking boog right there.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm.
That's the boog.
What do you think?
Because it's the Constitution. It's our rights given to us.
The Constitution is what everything else should be based off of. How do you suspend basically the foundation of our entire nation? Once you do that, then no, we hit the restart button.
Yeah.
If any, I think this should be a law. I wish this was a law. In my perfect world, it is a law. If you introduce a bill or vote aye to a bill that later gets deemed unconstitutional, death penalty.
Yeah. I am.
That's how serious the Constitution should be.
No, I totally agree. So, Kurt, I'm going to ask you, like, do you think that a mayor can like close gun shops? I understand why. I understand. I'm like, are you going to close down newspapers too?
I mean, I don't like the government a ton, like a lot of us. I'm okay with the government recommending things and encouraging people to behave in certain ways and encouraging people to do certain things. That's fine. It's the mandatory stuff that I'm not okay with. So, I wouldn't be okay with closing gun shops at all.
No, and honestly, like, I'm not okay with closing liquor stores either. 100%.
No.
Custom 123. You just mentioned it, and I totally agree. Like, dude, there's alcoholics in the world, and there's a lot of them. Do you understand the physiological effects of alcohol withdrawal? Like, that order is going to kill people, and this piece of mayor is going to be responsible for that. But
I'm actually okay with it.
I know you are. I'm not. I don't think that the mayor has that.
Yeah. How much booze do you have on tap, Shawn?
A lot.
I'm all for letting the strong survive and just like, hey, it's a virus. It's a natural thing. Let's get everybody infected and see who's out at the end.
I know.
I mean, on one hand, I kind of want that to happen.
I know. I just don't think that I don't think that, and you notice that firearms companies and gun stores and things are being listed on the essential list in almost every state. But of course, Denver, I mean, they're idiots. It's just a bunch of California rejects and a bunch of WLS cult members as well. So I don't want to totally paint it with that broad of a brush.
Yeah, they live there.
No, they're good guys and they're gun guys and they fight hard.
They should leave.
No, I disagree with that. You know, we disagree on that point. But yeah, I don't think that that's even remotely legal, even under a state of emergency.
Yeah. So I read that and I was like, what? You know, when the Department of Justice was pushing that. One of the cult members from there, WLS Angel one said, Mayor reversed that decision after liquor stores were overrun. Good.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, it's time for reviews. Oh God, where's the thing? Here it is.
It's positively P-O-Z Derek.
All right, this is where we send the reviews, guys. We've got a great one tonight. I'm not going to put it on a t-shirt. It's not that good, but it is a 1-star review. Jerambe, take it away.
Desperate for Toilet Paper by Ron John $89. 1 star with no toilet paper to be found in stores. You can always use the script from this show. There's no script. Joke's on you.
Yeah, ass.
Oh, hang on. I take this as a compliment because toilet paper is like at a premium right now. He's saying our show is basically a premium. You need to, treat it like gold.
In 8 years, we have, 100. We have more 5-star reviews than any other gun podcast has reviews at all. But these 1 stars, they make me happy. I'm wearing a 1-star review shirt right now.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Sorry, Ron Johns to 89. I don't know. You didn't try hard enough. Your review sucks. So not getting
Ron
put on a
Johns,
shirt.
kill yourself.
Whoa. I mean, I'm okay with it. Whatever. Guys, Patriot Patch Company, patriotpatch.co.
Giveaways next week.
I got the Charmandalorian.
Yeah. Giveaways next week. We're not going to talk about that, Sean.
Why?
Sorry, I'm a
You cheated the
Boog-boredom.
system, Sean.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You cheated the system, Sean.
Shut up, Aaron. I didn't pull, but you owe me, but I did. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, Jake, for this. I'm sorry.
You bastard.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a way to get some secure comms.
I know you are. Patriot Patch Company, patriotpatch.co, Patch of the Month Club, all kinds of other drops. And I think they're doing drops more often now, which is actually pretty cool. So go check them out. Get your patches. We've got giveaways. WeLikeShooting.com/giveaways where you can enter to win all of that. Kurt, you giving out a lot of belts?
Say that again.
You giving out a lot of belts?
We give away belts on the show.
Every month, yeah. So Kenaz Tactical Group, Black Rhino Concealment, Stuck Knot Customs, Patriot Patch Co., and Blue Alpha Gear given away. They alternate between the EDC and the double belt rig. I think you guys keep track of that now because we were so awful at it.
Yeah, Aaron was the worst.
No, listen. I said, here's the winner. And you're like, which one is it for? And I'm like, well, what'd you give out last week? And you're like, I gave out the EDC. I'm like, well, I guess this week is something else. It's the other thing.
That was literally the very first time where you're like, here's the winner. And I'm like, well, who is it for? And you're like, I don't know.
I gave you a name and an email address. I did my part. I did everything I had to do.
Yeah.
And I am the worst. I'm Captain Half-Ass. Deal with it.
Oh,
Sometimes it's charming.
sometimes.
Other times, not so much. Giveaways next week, everybody.
All right. So, Kurt, I'm going to remember this appearance on the show. And for that, I'm very proud. But just remind people where they can find you guys and all that stuff online.
Yeah. So, bluealphagear.com. And we're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Go to bluealphagear.com and look for the banner at the top for Operation Face Mask. And donate and support us in making a bunch of face masks that are greatly needed by the medical community and first responders.
We were going to do something like that too. We're going to call it Operation Dumbo, but it's already been used, so we had to give it up.
Aaron, I've seen you sew.
Oh, God.
Don't make anything. Ever.
So bad. So bad. You're not a creator. You're not a maker.
I'm a taker.
All right, that's awesome. Guys, go check out Love WLS. There's 4 things you can do there. You can find our advertisers and our friends like Blue Alpha Gear and their coupon codes, links to their websites, and all that stuff. You can buy cool WLS swag like this hat, like this shirt, like Aaron's hoodie. Nick, are you wearing WLS gear?
What about our hats?
Yes. Let's just say yes.
Hey, Captain Half-Ass, it's the first thing I said.
I know, but you didn't say my hat. You just said...
I said these hats.
Yeah, you're pointing at your own head.
But you're wearing the same hat, and it's an audio podcast.
Right, but you could say, like, and that's why when you say these hats, no one knows who you're talking about.
What if I said these?
Well, then they would be like, oh, I could see those from, like, yesterday because they're so long.
Okay, so our story, you can become a rooftopper. You can join the gun cult and get access to that Blue Alpha Gear coupon code as well as all kinds of other cool stuff. And I think that's it. Advertisers, coupon codes, all that stuff. So join a gun-related advocacy group and fight against that stupid House resolution that they've tried to introduce. Join FPC, GOA, SAF, whatever it happens to be. And this one is a little poignant this time. Times are going to be tough for people, right? It's going to be kind of interesting. People are going to struggle. People are going to be depressed. People are going to be lonely. Isolation and quarantine is going to be very tough on some people. And I get that. But the suicide hotline, that it's going to be open, 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK, or just reach out. Like, our gun cult is very supportive of the people inside of it. And I'll tell you, man, sometimes it moves me a lot. So find a support system, whatever that happens to be. Like, we have the gun cult. I get it. That's not for everyone. But find a support system and find people that you can rely on. And if you don't have somebody, call that number. And again, it's 1-800-273-8255. Anyone have anything to add on that?
No.
Just look out for each other. Now's a good opportunity to remember to take care of people in your community.
If you're in the Colorado Springs area, listen to episode 171, and then you'll have Shawn's phone number if you need help. You just call him directly.
Huh. All right, Aaron. I'm going to publish your phone number on the Facebook page tonight after you're in bed, and then I'll delete it in the morning.
So I did actually give out my phone number in a show once.
You did? Did you get any texts?
Yeah, I did get some, but they dwindled pretty quickly because I'm not entertaining, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, man, it's like, look, this is real. We get it. And honestly, just reach out. If you're not in the gun cult, like, reach out on our public Facebook page. One of us will respond for sure. May take a little while, but yeah, like, don't let this virus, don't let this isolation ruin you. Like, life will continue on. It may be a little bit different. It may not be the normal that you're used to, but we're going to find that new normal again. And I really want to encourage people to reach out to somebody, whether it's WLS, whether it's, the cult group that we've put together, that community, or anything else. And if you have nowhere else to turn, call that number. It's going to be super important. Times are going to be a little bit lonely here. And yeah, that's it, guys. So anyway, we're here live every week on Monday and Wednesday night, on demand every single day. Go to welikeshooting.com/show to subscribe. And guys, life's going to get better. I promise. Thanks for listening. Get some medical training. Hoard that toilet paper. And as we always say,
Happy pandemic.
Happy pandemic. And shoot straight.
So how is everybody's apocalypse?
Mine's going okay. Funny story. So we recorded the Civilian Medical podcast today. I just waited till yesterday to text Shawn. Don't care enough to go back and get Aaron's number. And I was like, dude, I'm like super ready. I've got all the medical gear. I've got supplies, water for 2 months for my entire family, guns, ammunition, strategies, comms, everything else. And then I get sick like day one. I was like, my life.
It's so nice to have. It's so nice to have like an entire lifetime supply of drinking water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
And I have my well here at the house, but I have to figure out a way to get the water up when the electricity goes down.
All I need is a bucket and a way to purify it. And that's as easy as boiling it.
True that. I'm going to name this episode Rodin, the Fun Killer.
I will say, my wife said I'm allowed to buy a whiskey still if it's for purifying water.
And medicinal purposes.
Well, exactly. Technically, I can make some methanol, and it would be purely for vehicles and medicinal.
Perfect. I love it. Operation Face Mask, y'all.
Did you think that show was worth $1? Help the cast by visiting lovewls.com.